Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Comics Unleashed.
We aren't amateurs, I promise.
Not at all. My name is Tim the Terrible. This beautiful man next to me is Sal the Guy. Right over the hill on the other side, but younger than me, is Wes Rebel Scum. Underneath him is the road manager for the curator of the Library of Comics, Dan the Kelly Art. And next to him, ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, you want to be him, the Ric Flair of comic books himself, Uncle Gary. You're welcome. We have got a ton of stuff to show you, and Uncle Gary has a legendary showcase for us tonight as well. But before we do that, let's go ahead and pay the bills real quick, about 60 seconds, and then we're going to dive right into some hot pulls of the week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got something for you. We want to give it to you. Uncle Gary, what would that be?
Oh, it's CODEX Station. We have all the socials, and we would like nothing better than to give them to you.
It's like luggage, ladies and gentlemen, but good luggage. And the combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the CODEX Station, make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and follow so that way you don't miss more content like this all the time, every time on your favorite social media platform and where we're live streaming right now. And also, when you wake up in the morning and you stretch and your knee pops and you need a bagel to get the day started, Dan's got you covered while Wes makes a coffee and Sal and I read the paper and Uncle Gary does push-ups. Head over to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com.
Yeah, I'll spread that butter for you, baby.
There you go. Cheese.
That's not a knife.
Just tell me what flavored jelly you like.
Oh my God. All right, let's get into some hot pulls of the week, ladies and gentlemen. First up is Wes Rebel Scum with absolutely nothing.
Hey,
hi, Russ.
All week I was getting ready for that convention all week, so I had no time to do any of that. So moving right along, I do have some great back issues that I'll show though.
I can see some behind you right now.
Those were also bought in one of those
that great
collections.
McFarlane Batman.
Yeah,
look at that.
That's a third print, and then of course that
Gambit.
Enough of Wes.
Man.
Oh, Wes.
Enough of me.
Wes. I don't support that, Wes. They treated you wrong, baby.
It's okay. Okay. Tim was bullying me all day.
Yeah.
Did he bully you? And he
making a lot of work.
Yeah.
Did he pull the big? Who's older, you or Tim?
Me, baby.
Tim's much
so
older.
He's pulling that big brother stuff on you.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
He wouldn't leave me alone.
Tim, I'm gonna have to give you the 9.6 disappointment look.
Wes had to sick his wife on me today. It was brutal. All right.
Wait, real quick, Sal, that Batman book that Wes has, how many copies of that do you have?
I don't know, 3 or 4.
Moving on.
One slabbed.
All right, let's go ahead and get some pulls out of the way. My list is very short today, then we'll move right along from Sal to Uncle Gary to Dan. So first up, haven't read any of these. I made it into the shop for about 5 minutes today. Oh, speaking of which, let me go ahead and give a shout out to Nirvana real quick, ladies and gentlemen.
Do it.
Oh, yeah.
Image Comics did a thing today, sent out a bunch of awards to comic shops and retailers across the country. And I want to read this to you guys. So this is pretty awesome, if you ask me. My local comic shop, Nirvana Comics, has been given the Image Select Retailer Award straight from Image Comics itself.
Oh,
and
nice.
It is absolutely amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, the first ever Image Select Retailer Award. And you can head over to Nirvana Comics Knoxville on Facebook and find them there and check out this awesome award that they got. Grant, Jasmine, McKay, everybody at Nirvana, they did a wonderful job, and it is well deserved. I mean, they've gone through the trials and tribulations of a comic book store. This is very much earned. And Image themselves said that they loved the overwhelming response that fans and curators of and patrons of Nirvana sent in response to nominating them for that award. So Grant, Jasmine, very good job. Well done, well earned, well deserved.
Yes, congratulations on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the best of love for you, and we can't wait to see what the rest of the year brings. Eternal, good to see you, buddy.
What's up, Eternal?
Sal is out of suspension, but for how long, we'll wait and see.
Well, Jamie's not here, so
that is also true. He's at work right now.
You say that he's not here, but then 2 minutes later he'll put something in the chat to let you know that he's always lurking.
He'll pop in. All right, let's get some polls out of the way. Here we go. I made it to the shop, had about 10 minutes after Wes and I got done with the convention today, but this is the stuff that I got. So Green Arrow, number 9.
Nice.
Looking forward to reading that. I'm loving the series so far.
So am I.
If you notice what Amanda Waller's got hidden behind her back. Yeah, kind of crazy.
Kind of devious there, huh?
A little scary. A little interesting. This is something new. Got this at the convention. I'll show this off because it's a new book. People, when you go to conventions, people sell their comics and things like that. So this is Benny and the Witch.
People sell comics? What?
They do.
Yeah, that was a local guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Haven't read it yet, but the artwork looks fantastic, and I'm very curious to definitely dive into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, our presser, Brad, came by and gave us that.
That's right. Yeah, he did. Next up is Duke number 3. Super excited about this. Love the series so far. Haven't read it yet. Tomorrow's coffee day and comics, so can't wait to dive into this.
Coffee and comics.
That's right. David, hello, stumbling in while you're working for the evening. Hey, what better thing to listen to in the background while you work? Yeah, absolutely. As Wes adjusts his camera. Next is
Sal.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sal.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't confuse me with the rebel scum.
Oh, and Eternal Night says he's going to be at a Big Lick Comic-Con at Dulles. Me and Gary and Sal will also be there.
Oh, fantastic. There you go.
Awesome. Drop by and say hey to him.
Comic Logic is setting up there. That's right.
Yeah.
Very
All
cool.
right. Got 2 more left. Conan the Barbarian, number 8. This series is absolutely wonderful. I am in love with this series. The best Conan I've read in years, and I haven't read very much. So super excited about diving into this tomorrow. But this is my anticipated book of the week, and it is a beautiful Joe Jusko cover. Take a look at this.
Yep. Beautiful.
Savage Sword of Conan. Yeah.
The magazine. Yep.
Yeah, in magazine format. Super excited to dive into this one. Yeah, very.
How much was the cover of that? What was the cover price of that?
$6.99.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
No, not bad at all. All right. That's what I got for polls this week. Sal, what about you, sir? What do you got?
All right, so we're just doing polls.
Yep, just polls right now. We got plenty of time for back issues.
Okay. All right. So this is my pool stack. This is a little bit of last week and this week.
Perfect.
I'm going to start off with this one because I have it bagged and board already. Dead X-Men number 1. I did read it, and it was great. And you should probably pick that up. It's a good book.
Nice.
That's a good book. Let's move this guy over here. So we put this over here. Let's see. In no particular order, we got Invincible Iron Man number 15.
Oh, that is a good
Pretty
cover.
wicked looking War Machine.
That's a good
cover.
Love that.
Yeah.
We got
David
Carnage
says, big Conan fan. He'll check Savage Sword out. Oh, definitely, dude.
Check out the Savage Sword.
Ooh.
Come look at my Savage Sword.
Little Carnage number 4 with anti-venom in there.
That's
great. Awesome.
My favorite iteration of Conan is Conan the Librarian.
Librarian? Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
These books are a little overdue.
All right, Tim, what's the movie? Name the movie.
UHF, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Got it. Got it. So next up is the Sabretooth War, Wolverine number 44. If you have not been reading the story, you've got to check it out. It is not for children. You got to
not for the faint of heart.
Last week, I almost picked up the first 3. I just didn't. I was at the end of buying stuff, and tomorrow, if I make my way to Nirvana, I think I'm going to grab what they have because you guys.
You got to get it.
Grab
the last page of the first part of it. When you turn and look at it, you're going to go, "Holy shit!" You're gonna get, this is what you're going to go. Holy shit! I can't believe they did this in a mainstream Marvel comic.
That's wonderful.
Right. That's right. All right, so next up is Detective 1082.
Ooh, look at that cover.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Groovy.
Love it.
All right, and thanks to Tim, I am a fan of the Green Arrow series, so I picked up this cover.
Yes.
That's cool cover. Yep.
That one I wanted. I didn't have enough time to look around.
And also because of Tim and his recommendations, I picked up Amazing Spider-Man number 44.
I did not recommend that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, you did, because you love Zeb Wells, president
My
of the fan
Lord.
club.
Absolutely.
All right.
Not.
Next up is What If Venom number 1, but I got the She-Hulk variant.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I'll have the other issues of the other variants coming soon.
Wonderful.
Next up is one of my favorite Saturday morning cartoons, Dungeons and Dragons number 2.
Nice.
TJ commented on the black and white Conan. That magazine was black and white, isn't it?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So you get them in black and white in that magazine that Tim had.
Titan did that on purpose too. So.
Yeah. Right. Next up is the X-Men number 2. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt anybody.
Yeah.
That's a cool
That's
cover.
good.
I like that.
Was that a mini-series or an ongoing?
It's a miniseries.
Dead X-Men. It's good mini. Yeah.
I mean, as much as anything can be an ongoing these days.
Yeah. I think it's actually a 4-issue one. I think.
Nice.
I'll look that up. All right. So next up is Rise of the X Powers of X number 2.
You know,
Rasputin.
Go ahead,
Don't say it.
Sal.
Don't say it.
Okay, I
Don't
won't.
say it.
But I
Don't
will.
say it.
I can't wait for the X titles to be done so I can start from scratch.
I agree. I don't like the.
And I can't
so
wait
much
for
out
you.
there.
I can't wait for you to show us your shrine to Zeb Wells and how much you love him.
It's taking a long time. I got to get it perfect and right to show just how much
quiet.
I am. I will.
Just be
Sorry.
quiet now, okay?
It's gonna be like that shrine that Alicia Silverstone had in the Crush.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly it. So thanks to Uncle Gary, I am also picking up Incredible Hulk number 9.
Yes.
Which is just awesome. Incredible Hulk has been reading like a true to form horror book.
What do you think of Ghost Rider?
Absolutely amazing. Yep.
What do you think of the Ghost Rider?
I love the Ghost Rider. I haven't read this issue yet, but what I've read up to now, yes.
He's Philip Kennedy Johnson is calling him Ghost Rider 44, and the fact that he has a bazooka that shoots hellfire.
My favorite line that he said was at the end of a fight. He's like, "You wouldn't by chance have a cigarette, would you?"
Yeah.
Too bad.
Now the art is a different artist on the new issue of Hulk.
Right. The artist on that issue, I'm not really digging it, but I think he's a guest artist. So
yeah.
His name is fun. His name is Danny Earls. He's a Irish artist that used to be a professional soccer player. And he was discovered by Gail Simone. She was at a convention in Europe, and he showed up with his portfolio, and it's like, "Hey, can you take a look at this?" And she liked it so much, she started posting on Twitter. She's like, "You guys, like Marvel, DC, Image, someone has to hire this guy. I've never done this. This is the best portfolio I've ever seen." And you look at the pages that he posted online on Twitter, you're like, "This stuff is absolutely gorgeous. This Batman stuff he did, this Mr. Freeze, it's so breathtaking." And then you see the interior work he's doing now, and you're like, "Is this the same guy?"
I bet he did it.
Yeah, I didn't dig the interior art on that book. I love the story though.
Yeah,
the story on that Hulk book was fantastic.
I bet the
art was not good.
I bet he did it to pay. He's like, "You're gonna pay me this much. This is the quality of art you're gonna get."
Yeah, I mean it's okay.
But the guy's still establishing himself in the industry. This is probably the biggest thing that he's gotten so far.
Yeah.
A full issue of a mainstream Marvel book. That's not the one where you'll be like, "Oh, I'm going to cheap out." Like that's the one where you really got to put your best effort in.
Yep,
it's true.
Yeah, your AAA game.
All right, Sal. Continue on. What you got?
Predator: Last Hunt, Predator number 1.
Ooh, love that.
And I did read this. Also great. It kind of picks up from the last Predator volume.
Marvel's Predator books are doing really well.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, I got a little Justice League Godzilla versus Kong. And
I'm glad that's still going.
Number 5, I believe.
That is a fun book.
Yes, it is.
That is just fun.
Popcorn.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's worth every bit of it too.
It is. And then Batman number 144.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
Like it.
I hadn't seen that cover. That's cool.
All right, so that's the new issues. I do have some other like new issues that are variants, but I'll save those for the back issues.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Okay.
All right. If you're all set, Sal, then we will switch gears to Uncle Gary. What do you got there, good sir?
Gary.
All right.
What you got, Uncle Gary?
We'll go with we'll start with our.
I bet you got an Incredible Hulk, don't you?
Well, I got that last week.
Yeah.
Usually I don't show the cover to previews, but hot diggity damn.
I saw that on the shelf. I had to do a double take.
I've been getting all the Gun Honey books, so yeah, wow. I mean, Space Ghost, that's cool and all, but
yeah.
God damn.
Space Ghost.
Woo!
It's a little better.
Gun Honey. All right.
Kids should be in bed by now anyways.
Yeah, there we go. Got the Wolverine. This is got all the violence you want in the book.
Yeah.
That's the Wolf. I was telling my buddy today, I was like, have you been reading Wolverine? No. I'm like, you got to pick up these issues, man. I said, this is the Wolverine and Sabretooth we should have been getting for years. This level of
violence. Yeah.
Awesome. Gentlemen, Richard is in the chat tonight.
Welcome to the party, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Resurrection of Magneto. Wouldn't be a Marvel comic week without a resurrecting some dead mutant.
That is true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Another great Thor cover.
Ooh,
I like that.
That's nice.
Oh,
yeah.
I think that out of the
his arms are almost as big as yours, Gary. Look at that.
Almost. He's got a little more work to do. But look, is that He-Man's Panther that he's taking there?
It looks like Cringer.
Oh, is it Cringer? Yeah.
Battle Cat.
Battle Cat.
Out of all the current Alex Ross covers, I think that's my favorite so far.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
A little Punisher. Now, you know what? Again, with this book, it's kind of like, why? But it's been a good read.
Okay.
It's been a good read. I've enjoyed it so far. I haven't read that issue yet.
I was going to say, so do they have a new person calling themselves Jigsaw too?
We'll find out. We'll find out. Again,
stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Iron Man.
That's a contender for cover of the year, right there.
That's a pretty cool cover.
Yeah.
Here's Avengers Twilight, which I've enjoyed so far. Look forward to reading that new one. A little bit of Power Pack miniseries, Power Pack Into the Storm, and
right on.
We talked about the Big Lick Comic Con. Louise Simonson and Walter will be there. So,
if I remember right, Wes, that's your favorite team, right?
No. Yes, it is.
No.
Just like this is Tim's favorite book.
Not at
all.
But it's got maps.
But
it's got maps.
I deserve that though.
Let's see if it's got a. Whoa! I don't see a map. Wait a minute.
Oh, maybe they're done with it.
Are we? No, if there's no map. Oh, thank God.
My Lord.
There's a map. Thank God. There's a map.
My Lord.
All right.
Richard's got something for you, Gary. He says Avengers Twilight is impossible to buy at comic shops. Is that true at Comic Logic? Do you sell out?
I don't know if we're sold out yet, but we had some on the shelf yesterday. I'll have to see if
is it a higher selling book though?
You know what? I think it sells about on a par as what the regular Avengers book sells for. But I mean, numbers wise.
Yeah.
My shop had a ton of copies in it as well.
Yeah. So I think we were good with it. Dead X-Men. I have read this issue. This is the only weekly one I read. I love Cannonball, and he's in this book, and he might be our character of the week coming up. Isn't that right, fellas? Yeah.
Nice.
So
blasting his way to Codex.
That's right. This is nostalgic for me. I love it. Just like it's the 50th anniversary of DC's 100-page. I don't do any, but that would be awesome if they did. But Marvel is jumping on the 50th anniversary of the giant size books. So
yeah.
So we can only hope that they'll give us a new giant size man thing, so I don't have to keep showing you my old giant size man.
Does it have a
less saggy one?
That's right.
Oh my God.
That's right. That's right. Well,
Gary,
there's still enough oomph in this giant size man thing, baby.
Gary, does it have a giant size price tag on it too?
I never look at things like prices.
$9.99. Whatever, guys. Just tell me the total, and I'm done.
Actually, it's $6.99.
Oh,
so you get a new story, and then there's also a classic story. Yeah, there's an old one. Let's see, what's the old issue they're giving us?
Nice.
They're not telling me which one it is, but there's an old Kirby.
Oh, side by side with
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, there's some old Kirby stuff that you'll get to see. So can't go
David,
Hi, Dan.
David says the Power Pack cover is groovy. Still waiting for Marvel to make a movie so speculation can make it worth more than $1. I agree. Where'd Dan go?
He had to step out.
Oh my
He had to check his
lord!
Power Pack.
Welcome back, Dan.
I don't know. I just moved something and like my computer just shut off.
And Eternal says he got giant size Spider-Gwen coming out next week. That'll lead into her new ongoing, which he's super excited about, and be one of the rare days he shows up at the shop at opening.
Nice.
Right on. All right, Gary, go ahead.
If they were to do,
all right, fellas.
If they were to do a giant size X-Men, and they were to keep the numbering for it, what issue number would it be?
5.
I was gonna say 4.
I thought 3.
I'm gonna say 5.
Tim was right. It would be 5.
Okay, 5.
Yeah, all
There you
right.
All right. Well,
Tim knows his giant size.
I
there you
do.
go. Now this is an extra large,
Our best
wonderful Vault of Horror. This is EC Archives. This is one of the coolest EC books. I don't have this one. I would love to have it, but this is a strap hanger cover where the severed arm is just hanging there on the subway. This is so good. Dan left again. He can't handle the horror.
The horror is too much.
Blood.
PG max.
But
Max PG.
What this does have is one of the ones that I do have the original of. One of my favorite Vault of Horrors.
I love that.
And it's a casket under the Christmas tree.
I remember you showing that.
I have the original book. Yep.
Yep.
And it says, "For my wife." You know. Hold on, just 1 second.
And he is
It's going again.
falling behind her. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment of silence to look at Uncle Gary's backdrop. That is beautiful.
Look at that.
You like all that?
Go.
There it is. There's the original.
Jerk.
For my heart. Yeah.
Wow.
For my wife.
Wow.
And look, that backswing is getting serious too. Look at him.
He is ready.
He's not messing around.
He's wound up.
That I'm going to tell you, that's probably one chop. I think he's got her decapitated in a 1. But anyway, boys and girls, this is why comic books were almost outlawed.
That's right.
So this is collecting Vault of Horror 30 to 35. Trust me, I bought this. It's got $175 on the price tag that's on it. This book is more than doubled since I bought it.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is an expensive book. It's expensive.
And those just get harder and harder to find too.
Yeah, they are, baby. And EC Comics though, Oni Press is bringing them back, baby.
Yeah.
So they're bringing back the EC imprint. So anyway, if you want an affordable way to get those books that almost got comics banned, there you go. Get those collections. All right, let's go some Fire and Ice Tigra. That's a fetching gal there in the jungle.
She is ready for
not bad, huh?
Ready for a summer swim.
There you go.
Oh, I saw that one. I almost picked that up.
I heard that is a good read. Yeah.
It's really good.
I'm digging it. I'm digging Canary.
Nice.
A book that I think I'm the only one reading this, but it's noir. It's Zasarsky and Phillips.
You've been talking about it a lot, though.
I love it, man. It's crime. I love it.
Yeah.
Look, Gary, I can only pick up so many books. All right, you already got me onto the Hulk. Okay.
Hey, and I'd rather you stay on the Hulk. You stay on the Incredible Hulk. Got Duke. I'm getting this because of y'all.
Yeah.
Because y'all talking up that book. So that.
Oh, Duke #1 blew it out of the park. #2 carried the wave, and I can't wait to dive into #3.
So y'all were the reasons there. Okay, I own all the. Of course, I have the original, issues of this. But hey, they're doing the Justice Society hardcover of the first issue, so I'm going to support anything that's got JSA on it.
That's great.
So I am buying them, even though I have the originals, because I want it like that, and I want them to continue to print it. Tom King written book, The Penguin. I am loving this book.
Ooh, yeah.
It is a really good crime book, and the Penguin is not the patsy you think he is. He is a conniving sumbitch. All right. Got the Flash. I'm going to continue to get it, but I'm like Dan has said, Diodato's art doesn't quite match this character.
Colonel says he loved the Justice Society of America story with Helena Wayne.
Yes, absolutely. Again, Waller got sneaky behind the back. Yes, she does.
I'm curious to dive into that. That whole story, the second arc, has been pretty good.
Yes, it has been. All right, Jay Garrick, Flash.
Right on. That's coming to an end, isn't it?
All of those.
Yep.
All of those are those 6-issue miniseries.
Yeah.
Yep. But I'm enjoying it while I got it. Harley, the new Harley Quinn. Harley's okay. I get it because I got all the other Harleys. That's kind of why. But that Detective.
Yeah,
that's is a good. Groovy cover.
How come Detective Comics never has a bad cover ever?
It's they
no matter who is doing it.
Well, right, and it's a cool formatting with the masthead down at the bottom.
Yeah,
it's just a cool look.
Looks like a portrait.
Yeah, it does. It does. The new Brave and the Bold, little man bat action going on there. And I got 3 Power Girl covers.
There's the A. Wes, this is for you.
I like me some Power Girl.
Oh, I love me some Power Girl. Here is some foily goodness with Power Girl and Supergirl.
Nice.
Here, want to see down her shirt, Wes? There we go. All right.
That's powerful.
That's powerful. And
times 2.
Ooh.
I got the it's the one in
a ratio variant.
Ratio variant. Thank you.
Yeah, right on. Oh,
that's very nice.
That's very nice. Again, let's see down her shirt.
Yeah,
okay, bend over, baby.
Great.
All right, so there we go. So that's the ratio variant. So that takes up all my new books.
All right, way to go. Awesome. Dan, what do you got to bring this Pulls train to a close?
All right, I also got the new Flash. Like Gary said, I've been
I like that cover.
What'd you say?
I like that cover.
I mean, the cover's cool, but it's not a Flash. It's not something that should be on a Flash book. I like Flash. I've been reading Flash, buying it for like 20 years, but I'm not digging the new series. It's not fun like Wally West should be. I don't like the characterizations, the storyline in it, the artwork. Like I like Mike Deodato's art, but this is not the right book for him. He should be drawing that Wesley Dodds Sandman book. He would be perfect for that. Much better than the artist that's on it. So, I think I'm going to be dropping it because I'm just not enjoying it. Like I'm just buying it to buy it because I've been reading Flash for so long, but it's just
you're pot committed at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to drop it until they put a new creative team or a new direction on it, and I'm willing to wait 2 or 3 years and pick up whatever issues I miss out of a dollar bin to fill it back there. But I'm just, it's just not enjoyable. I also got the Detective Comics 1082. Nice. This storyline, the covers are great, but this storyline too, I feel like has just been kind of dragging on for a long time. And
yeah, I feel the same way about that.
I am ready for it to end and to move on, and it just keeps dragging and dragging for me. But yeah, this book's been great. The Jay Garrick Flash.
Yeah, you and Gary and Sal talk a lot about that. Sal, you're reading that, right?
No, actually, I'm not.
No,
I'm
okay.
not.
It's been a lot of fun, and I like the I like the introduction of his daughter, the Boom. They introduced all those new characters in the Stargirl miniseries. What'd you say?
Yeah, the Stargirl miniseries.
Yeah. They introduced a bunch of them, and there were like 2 or 3 that I was really intrigued by, and she was one of them.
Nice.
I also got Green Arrow, like you guys.
Yeah,
this book just been fantastic.
So good.
Jamie, since he kept talking about how great that's all my DC stuff for the indies. Jamie kept talking about how great the series was, so I went and picked up all the issues except for issue 1. So I can't start reading until I get that. But it's World Tree.
Oh yeah.
So they had issues 2 through 7 a couple weeks ago. I put those on. I picked those up. That's the new one. I just got to get a copy of the first issue so I can actually read them.
Nice.
Another one's Radiant Black number 28.
Right on.
And
you and Jamie are pretty big on that one.
Yeah. and 28.5.
Yeah.
So
that's right, because we're doing that split storyline right now.
Yeah, so there's the story. The book started off where there was one character that had the radiant black suit, and then he gets a few issues in, he gets severely hurt, and his best friend gets the radiant black suit, and then a few issues, later, the original one comes back, and then they end up like splitting the thing. It goes between them, and so this story, there's 2 issues every month, and one of them is if guy A had it, and the other one is like if guy B had it, what would be going on, and then eventually they'll end it and they'll announce which one of them is going to be radiant black permanently moving forward.
Eternal says he dropped Radiant Black because the story, like Detective for you guys, is dragging on a little bit too much for him.
I mean, I can see that. It has, I mean, I'm digging it. I don't really like having to buy 2 of the same book every month, but I think Jamie reads like all the Massiverse stuff. Radiant Black is the only one I read, and I bought some of the miniseries, but I'd like to read the other stuff, but it's just, it's
That's
too
fair.
much. Like I said, it's just, when you have limited dollars, you have to, you really have to direct it, a certain way. So, Duke #3, I read it. Yeah. It's good.
That's great.
Looking forward to #4. Stuff in it where I was like, oh, that's awesome. Can't wait for the next issue.
Nice.
I also got Canary #3. This story has been ass.
Great cover.
This is a great book to get. And I think this is the last issue of it, too. I think it was only 3 issues, right, Gary?
That I'm not sure of. Makes me sad because it's a good book.
Yeah. I think I could be wrong on that, but I
haven't read the 3rd one yet, so I couldn't tell you.
I also got the Immortal Hulk #7 or Immortal Thor.
Nice.
So it looks like Thor.
Again, great cover. He's wrestling a multiverse version of Hulk. There you go.
I also got the Avengers Twilight #3,
nice.
Which are already soliciting a second print for this. So,
wow.
Mm-hmm.
And Wolverine 44.
It's wonderful.
It's just so awesome. It's this is the Wolverine and Sabretooth fight, like I said, that we should have gotten.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brutal. No joke around on it.
David says he's going to check out Canary. He hasn't seen much from Dark Horse in a while. Dark Horse is putting out some good stuff.
Yeah,
it's kind of a horror. It's kind of a horror western.
Yeah.
And I'll do these now instead with the back issue because they're both fairly recent. My buddy picked this up for me, a sketch cover for Immortal Thor #1. So I guess he just texted me. He's like, "Did you get this when it came out?" I said no. So I guess I'll have to figure out something to draw on it or.
Sal,
maybe I'll take Big Lick and ask Simonson how much to draw Federico on it or something.
Sal, TJ approves of your Hulk 180 reference.
Hey, thank you, TJ.
And then speaking of Sal, my buddy had picked this up, so I got this for you. I'll give it to you next time.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And thank you, buddy.
See you at the shop. I'll have that for you.
Nice.
Thank you.
And that is all of my new stuff.
David, online is a good place to look for Dark Horse. You can head over to one of the places that we frequent often, heroescornercomics.com. They should have new Dark Horse stuff, and you can set up a pull box with them as well.
Yep. Absolutely, 100% recommend it.
Dark Horse, like the past year or so, I've been buying more stuff from them in the past year than I've in the past decade.
Yeah. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about at the 1/3 point. We're going to take a station identification break, do a little bit of bill paying here. Sal is going to let you know all about our sponsor this week, and that would be W Energy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I know W Energy. W Energy is a great drink. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out WGG. This is a great, clean energy drink. There's no bad aftertaste. There's no sugar crash. There's no jitters. It tastes much better than any of the crap that's on the market right now. And it's a powder mix. You throw it in some water, maybe a little alcohol. It depends on your pleasure, okay? And it's really good, and it tastes really. It's a really good energy drink. They got a lot of different flavors, and you have to check them out. So head on over to WGG. use the keyword code -X
Right
and
there.
save 10%.
There you
10%,
go.
ladies and gentlemen. So do it.
Ladies and
today, like I said, seeing on my Facebook memories, today is the 1-year anniversary of CODEX getting the W sponsorship.
Yep,
even
absolutely.
better. If you didn't need a reason already, that is a great one. Head over to w.gg, save 10%, use keyword code -X at checkout.
Speaking of powdered drinks, Tim, didn't you have your own personal nurse today giving you potassium, and she was just taking care of you, and she just loved you to death?
That leads us into a wonderful topic of conversation. So before we get into back issues, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the convention that Wes and I partook in today. Wes, I'm going to put you front and center, sir. Why don't you go ahead and fill everybody in?
Yeah,
Wes. Yeah, Wes.
Thanks, Sal.
What did you do today?
Tim and I set up today at it was in Pigeon Forge,
Smoky Mountain
Collectibles Showcase. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to them.
It's a mouthful. I don't know why it's so hard to remember the name of that.
Well, any place near where Dolly is going to be a mouthful.
That's true.
Hello.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
That's true. And then
Jolene.
Yeah. I went into it thinking like, oh, it's a one-day con. It's small.
Yeah.
Small-ish town.
Those could be so much fun, though.
Dude, I'm telling you, like when I pulled up, I was like, ooh, okay. And then
it was raining.
It was just like, great. Here we
had
go.
The trunk of my car loaded so heavy that my ass end was
my truck
pretty
would have
low.
been fine, except for I wasn't about to put long boxes in the back of my truck. I learned that a long time ago, getting my stuff rained on. But
we had my niece with me, who, big shout out to Priscilla. She did an amazing job. We'll talk more about her in a minute.
Yeah. But we got there, my expectations were like, hey, you know what? It's if I break even, I'll be happy. We were going to treat the day as like a day-long commercial for CODEX.
Yeah, that is exactly right.
And so I was fine. If I sold a couple things, hey, all the better. And that's exactly what we did. We treated the day as a CODEX commercial. We talked to people about it. I think we got another 20 subscribers or so today.
We got 19 by the end of the day, and one person unsubscribed. So we ended the day with 18.
One person got their 10%, walked off and unsubscribed, which was fine.
High up Dolly Mountains. You know what they call Dolly Mountains or Dolly Parton's boob sweat, right?
No.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
So
we talked about that today too.
So we
almost, yep.
Wow.
What do you say?
The subscriber count. So we ended the day with 18 that subscribed.
Nice.
Yeah. So we were offering like, hey, we'll wheel and deal with you, but on top of that, if you guys subscribe right in front of us, we'll tack on another 10% right off the bat. And people were.
Could you describe to the person that unsubscribed to me?
Yeah,
he was probably
just for.
I think I have a feeling. I have a feeling I know which one it was because he was like, "Yeah, sure."
Just for marketing purposes, I just want to know who it was that unsubscribed.
And that's okay. I knew the moment they walked off, they can unsubscribe, and that's fine. That wasn't.
And I think we even told people that we're like, "Hey, we get it. If that's what you want to do after you walk away, that's up to you." But
but that wasn't the point. That was like, let's talk CODEX. Let's whatever. So we had our banner made. It looked good and all that good stuff. So
not yet.
No, because it doesn't exist.
Shots fired.
That is a surprise best left for an anniversary episode right there.
But the folks that put it on were nice. The customers were nice. The other vendors were great.
Our booth mates, shout out to them. They were amazing.
His wife was a nurse and she was taking care of you today.
Because
you were wanting to tell her all about all your old man ailments. And she wanted to,
Well, she's like, I'm a nurse. I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to tell you everything that's wrong with me because that's what everybody else does. So.
She's a nurse, not a psychiatrist.
This is when my father told me.
He lifts his shirt up. Is this mole? Does that look bad? Yeah.
Sir, that's a raisin. Well,
Yeah.
all right.
It's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you
Hey,
know?
Wes, what's that? Real quick, what's that Captain America print you have behind you?
You know,
We didn't get that at the convention, so you
no,
don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, no, believe it or not, my 20-year-old got me that. And I was like, "Aw, she's okay with my nerddom. Okay, cool." So I put it back there.
There you go.
She got me that for like Father's Day or something like last year or something. That and a couple other things. So
That's cool. I hadn't noticed that behind you.
yeah,
on other videos.
It's been there for a while now. Yeah.
So Wes, your oldest is 20.
Oldest is 20, and I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Yeah, and Henry showed up today too. So
yeah, Henry and my wife came over up the last couple hours to hang out, and yeah.
Go ahead.
My youngest is 31. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, I had my first when I think I was 20. So yeah, it was 21.
So Wes, final thoughts for how you think we did for the show, and you got a print to show off too.
Yes. So obviously with a small con like this, you're not going to have a ton of like artists and cool guests, but they did have a couple, and one of them, this guy named William Russell. His booth actually was very close to ours, so it was fantastic.
Right across the aisle.
And we filmed throughout the day, so there'll be a cool video to drop here in the coming weeks, I would assume. So that'll be cool. Yep. So I picked up this print.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's got. Man, he's really good. A good dude to boot. So that was even better.
Real nice.
Tim got him one. You guys are going to see that. It's fantastic too. And of course, he signed it and everything. I only charged $10 for this. I was like, yes, please.
You should interview him.
He said there was a reason why he did that. So the Pigeon Forge Gatlinburg area is kind of his home base, and whenever he does shows there, he cuts his print cost in half by 50%.
That's awesome.
Just for that area.
We need to look him up, but because he was talking about how he's done Spawn issues, he's done
Stray Dogs.
I mean, he's been in some big publications.
Ice Cream Man. He did variant covers for them too.
Yeah, he's done some stuff. So I need to look him up and do a little bit more research. But we talked to him. We got him on some video and some things like that. And
he has an independent book out right now called Psycho Sal.
That's it.
And he does Kickstarters for those too. So we'll be talking more about William Russell in the near future.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
And that's we really need to. I haven't had the chance. I came home and I was like, I was dead. But yeah, that's really the only thing I picked up at the con today that's of note. I didn't do any shopping. Today was purge day for me. Like if you guys saw my goals video, I've got some pretty big books that are in my goals. So I'm gonna have to start getting some fundage. I'm wanting some decent sized books. So that's why kind of today happened. But again, mostly it was for a CODEX commercial a day long. And I think it worked out really well.
So
absolutely.
I think today was a phenomenal success. I thought we did a really good job. We worked really hard. My niece Priscilla, she came in clutch, guys. She sat down, took control of the money, and was on point by the penny. And yeah, it was amazing.
And that doesn't hurt that we kind of killed it,
Yeah, we did really good. We won't give a monetary amount, but you guys know we talked about that off air. But it was more of a financial success than we anticipated it to be. On both ends. And the amount of inventory I had was very small. Wes had a massive amount.
Yeah, but I can't wait for you to show them what you picked up today, man. I'm so jealous of you.
The trade,
Oh my God.
So how far is this from where you're based? Because I know you, Wes. I know you. How long?
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I know you have you don't have the shop, but you've got the setup at the.
My booth. Yeah, my booth is probably an hour and a half away from Pigeon Forge.
So so do you think that there's any chance that you'll have people that saw you today that'll be like, "Oh, you're there"? Like, I'll
maybe.
come by.
I handed out a bunch of my cards. On the back of my card has CODEX stuff on it, but the front of it has, because we were unable to hand out any CODEX cards today.
Yeah.
Or maybe very few because we didn't have very many.
Yeah.
But I had a bunch of mine, and fortunately on the back of mine, I've got a CODEX QR code and all that good stuff on there. So I handed out a bunch, and a lot of people asked me if I'm local and if I had, so yeah, I was able to kind of do that. So that's cool too, I guess. I didn't really think about that, but yeah. So that's fun.
All right.
Wes, are you going to be hitting Baltimore with us or no?
Yeah, super awesome.
Sal, I'm still a question mark. I want to go. I've got a hall pass. It's just I've got to get over my guilt, and I think I might have to take vacation for it. So, because I think I'm working.
No worries. I'm just curious.
Yeah, my passenger seat is ready and waiting, so that way he
can
ride
up there. The ejector passenger seat.
Wes, if you come up to Baltimore, you get to come here.
I know, dude. That's more of a draw to me. That's more of a draw than the convention itself. To be honest with you, it really is.
One thing that is disappointing though is right around the corner, literally where the convention center is. You walk around the corner and there's Camden Yards and the warehouse there, and right there used to be Jeppy's Pop Culture Museum.
Wow.
But he closed it a few years ago and donated all the stuff from it. But that was a pretty cool thing to go through and walk around and see all the.
It was,
stuff.
Yeah, it was.
But he was really cool. He donated it to the Smithsonian.
Yeah,
awesome.
Well, gentlemen, you ready to get into some back issues?
Yeah,
let's see.
Oh yeah.
All right, Wes, since you're already here, go ahead and show what you got, man.
So I grabbed a stack of things that I am thinking about sending to get graded. So that's why this stack is here.
Is this out of the most recent collection you got?
Most of it is.
Oh, this is good stuff.
So now I took some of that to the con today. So some of that's still on long boxes, but I did grab some stuff that I want to send off. Recently, I bought a very large collection. I think it's 14 long boxes.
Yes.
And so in that were all types of goodies. And this is just a few. Dan, I sent you some photos. Yep.
The video that you just posted for the CGC stuff had some nice stuff. I know you were saying that Joker book wasn't a big deal, but I was looking at that's really cool.
Well, I mean, as far as like being like an amazing key, but it's cool. It's a great cover, and it's his first ongoing series. But beyond that, it was
What was it, Joker 1?
Yeah. Yeah. I brought that to the con today, and then I got gunshot. I was like, no, I'm not selling that. I'm not selling that.
That's when you price it like $70 over what it's worth, and if somebody's willing to give you that, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I had it priced, and I was like, and Tim's like, well, man, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. I was like, I'm putting it back down behind the table. So I was like,
but that Mr. Miracle, he was like, that's going.
Yeah, I did put that out there, but anywho, so
let's show some books.
Yeah. So a lot of these are kind of common stuff, but they are 9/8 candidates. That's why I have these in the stack. I got this one here.
Oh, I've always wanted one of those. That and the silver one.
This one here is still in the poly bag.
Ooh, poly bag goodness.
Yeah.
They don't grade
the
that
bag, newsstand. Huh?
Nice.
They don't grade the poly bag. You'll have to take it out.
I know, Tim.
Well, they'll take it out.
I taught you that.
They got to take it out of the poly bag.
Yeah. Here's another one here, but the direct.
My God.
Yep.
Here's a silver one in the bag, still direct.
Dan, he's got you, buddy. Just ask him for one. I'm sure he'll send it to you.
All you have to do
I remember when that book came out, and like those were really hot at the time, and I was like, oh, I really want that. But at the same time, like, when you're a 13-year-old and you got your allowance going, and like the little bit of money that you make from your job going to the comic shop, like,
absolutely
got the money for that.
Yep. And these actually don't have these are the price list ones, so they're a little more sought after.
9.8s go for over 200.
Yeah. So both of these are 9/8 candidates. So
nice.
I don't know, but Dan, we'll talk for sure. I'll give you a good deal, or maybe even better. Who knows? All right. So, so there were two of these in here. This is the better of the two. First binary there. That was a nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had it priced to sell, and then I went, nah, I'm keeping it.
Did that probably had a bump since the Marvels movie, right?
It did, and I think that's really probably the only reason I probably showed it just now, just because it's like, that's cool. Yeah.
Who's this character again, Tim? Oh, that's right.
This one's
that was
cool.
a great costume at the end of the movie, though. Like that was
Yeah.
super accurate.
Yeah. This one is a retailer incentive variant back in the day.
I remember that too. That's cool.
A 9.8 candidate, and these are not cheap, so that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was nice.
Is that a raised? It looks like the cover.
It's
embossed.
Yep.
Nice.
This one is really cool, and I had to really look this one up, and Tim did too. This is X-Men Onslaught #1, the gold edition.
Yep.
And on the back, it's got a certificate, and it says authentic, let's see, limited edition reproduction of the original book, and is printed with a cover coated in 22 karat gold.
Wow.
So I'll look this up, and raw as it sits is like $200. So I'm like, oh,
nice.
And then I didn't even want to look what the 9.8 is, and it's a 9.8 candidate. So I'll probably get it graded, and this will be one I'll sell because I don't have any really interest in it, but it is really neat. So I figured I'd show it off. So it's pretty cool. Nice and shiny.
That's awesome. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
There in that collection, there was a ton
of special covers.
Incentive covers. Yeah.
There was a whole 2 long boxes of stuff that I had never seen that version of that book before. It was weird.
Yeah. Just one after the other.
Yeah, here's another one. Mortal Kombat #1. It's the hologram quote or hologram cover.
Nice.
Malibu Comics. 9.8 candidate. Pretty expensive book.
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, of course, Mortal Kombat's awesome.
Right.
So
that gold gambit #1 came from that.
Yeah, that gold gambit #1 was in there. I mean, dude, there was I really did really well with that last collection, so I can't complain. All right, let's see. Moving on to some Spider-Man ASM. First Venom cover. Well, yeah, first Venom cover.
First full Venom.
First full Venom cover. Excuse me. That's a good one. That's not a 9.8, but that's probably a 9.6, 9.4. So, but something I'll get graded, and I love that cover. That'll be a keeper for me, for sure. First Spectacular Spider-Man. I think that's the first full Tarantula.
That's
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yes, it is.
And that's
no, it's not.
No,
it's not. Amazing Spider-Man.
It's not the first full.
ASM, I want to say 135, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
That's like his second or third appearance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's why, and that's why I have you guys. But it's still a pretty book. This is a 9.6.
Yeah.
If you look at his first appearance,
though, spinner rack, baby. I bought that off the spinner rack.
Did you?
Nice.
If you look at the cover for his first appearance, it's kind of similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Maybe that's why I was confused on that. Gary, trivia. What is the what's the price of this book? Not what it's worth, but what's on the cover?
Of that Spectacular Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Yeah. If you get it, you're the master.
I'm gonna say
bought it off the rack.
I'm gonna say 30 cents.
Nailed it.
Wow.
He's awesome.
This is why he's the curator of the comics, ladies and gentlemen. He's the Ric Flair.
That's right.
Woo!
Got this.
Oh, that's a cool.
Love that cover.
Yeah,
I do too. I don't have a copy of it. This is mine. I'm gonna get it graded, and I'm gonna keep it.
Professor
and
Holt.
A great display book, and it's just awesome.
Yeah.
And it's in fantastic condition.
That's one too. That when they did the second print, it's the same cover, but they changed the colors around.
Yeah, like pink or something, or
yeah.
It's like black and gold.
Yeah.
All right. This one's a big boy. Well, not big boy book, but it's a big book for me, and I know for Tim. And it's a newsstand, and it's got the exact same little. So when we were looking at Tim's, which came back in 9.8, as you guys saw in the video,
which was awesome.
It had a little circular indentation right here, and I was like, "Oh man, that's gonna gig you, man!"
Almost like a bottle cap.
But it's so small. Yeah, so small. And I was like, "Oh," and Tim's like, "Yeah, you're right." And we sent it off to Comic Spawn. He's like, "Yeah, man," and he did what he could, but couldn't really get it out of there. And then I got this one in there, and I'm like, "Dude, that's got the exact same little circle bump in it." Yeah. So it must be some kind of printer error. But this is a newsstand, and it's a 9.8 candidate.
Oh,
and that is a $350 book if it gets the 9.8. I have not much interest in gargoyles, so this might go to the next con with me. I don't know. We'll see. If I get the 9.8, of course.
Mine is staying with me.
Doesn't Tim have have a bit of a history of when you guys have similar books that you get graded that his gets a higher grade?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's going to get a 9.6, 100%.
Thanks, Dan.
100%.
That's awesome. That's wonderful.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. This one's a good one, and it's pretty. It's great shape. First Apocalypse.
Yeah.
A very affordable key too.
It is. It a very undervalued, I think, but still. Yeah. But that's a good thing, you know. Yeah. So I think raw you can get these for $30-$40, and that's for a good copy.
Yeah.
Oh, so, but yeah, and this is a very nice copy. Very nice copy.
Sonny.
Hey, Sonny.
Good to see you, Sonny.
All right. 2 more books left. Oh, yes. 2 more books left, and these I'm really excited about. And Amazing Heroes number 16.
Oh, that's awesome.
First appearance of the New Mutants. It's a little dirty, but I think with a dry not dry rub. We're not talking about barbecue. A dry clean. We can get most of that off, and that is maybe a 9.2. So I'm really excited about that. I actually am going to read it first because I've never read it, and then we'll go from there.
That's awesome.
And
I was actually at my buddy's house today, and we're both working on complete runs of New Mutants. His is pretty much done, and I don't have that one, and he's got it. And he showed me, he's like, "Yeah, I got this." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's cool."
Yeah. And I have a New Mutants run myself. It's not complete, obviously, but I've got it's a big chunk of it, so that's perfect to add to it. And this one is awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, I love that.
That's
and
cool.
Tim, I think you pulled this out of the box first.
Yeah, I was digging through one of them. I said, "That's a
like,
big boy book."
And you're like, "Dude," and I'm like, "Oh!" I was like, "Yay!" Yeah. It's square bound, and it is in good square bound shape. It's not smished. It's not. You got a word for it. But
it's not minty fresh, but
no.
It is solid.
It's solid. This is a 7.5.
Higher than mid grade. Yeah.
7.5, which is great.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm going to get that one graded or not. I probably will, but it'll be a while. But I'm really excited about that as well. Really excited. And that's all for my pools.
There you go. Sonny says, "Good seeing you 5. Had myself quite a bit of fun at Mighty Con today. I'll get to working on the on-the-spot video soon." That's awesome.
Right.
Nice.
Can't wait to see it.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we had a great time. Yeah, that's all my back issues, and that was just one stack. Trust me, guys. It's
all right.
It's almost ridiculous.
I was gonna say that picture that Tim sent on the group chat of the banner where I commented about you, Wes. You look like you were getting ready to tackle someone.
I almost made a joke and said that must have been right after I sold my Star Wars 68 graded.
Yes, the first Mandalorian.
Yeah, I sold it, and because I'm trying to save up for some big boy books.
The Man Thing one that you sold?
No, I didn't sell that one. I didn't bring that one.
No, the first.
Fear 10. Yes.
Yeah, that one went out the door. Yeah, there was a guy that came and bought like 3 of your slabs, bigger ones too, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll take this, this, and this."
And I was like, "Damn." Yeah, but if I'm gonna get the big boy books, I got to let some of my stuff go. So, I don't know. I'm sure, but that was probably the look of disgust.
I had to keep him from jumping over the boxes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go ahead and continue this train. Show you some of the stuff that I got at Smoky Mountain Collectible Showcase.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm going to show you the stuff that Wes gave me, and I bought off of him for getting all of this stuff set up too. So with the artist,
it's good to have people you can pay in comics.
That's right. With the artist that was at the convention that Wes talked about, he showed the Spider-Man print. I was able to get a sketch card from him. Paid $40 for it. Oh, I will. Paid $40 for it, and got to sit down and talk with him. Got some video speaking to him too. William Russell. You'll see more of him in the future. But he did a Moon Knight sketch for me, and take a peek at this, guys.
Oh, that
was
nice.
It's fantastic.
That's pretty bad.
That is awesome.
Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. And
great.
yes, William Russell at Latimer 12, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you can find him on Instagram and Facebook.
Nice.
So yeah, take one more good look and then we'll move on to the print that I got today. So Wes, you got the Spider-Man print. I was over there and I saw this, asked him how much it was. He said $10. He signed it, and I'll leave it at that.
Ooh, nice. That's awesome.
Look at that.
I'm telling you guys, this dude is really, I love his style. Love it.
This is gorgeous. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'll take that. He had a Skeletor, She-Ra, all kinds of stuff.
That is going to be in a frame, and then behind you and it's going to go. It's going to have a place.
Oh yeah, it's going up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or maybe right over here, so that way you can see it. But yeah, and there's his signature right down there at the bottom.
Yeah,
pretty awesome. If you
good looking.
Me.
Yeah,
so
nice. Love it.
I'm gonna save the books that I got at the convention for last because it's worth the wait.
Yeah.
Anticipation.
By the way, I'm thinking of a trade right now, Tim. Get ready.
Well, you got a lot of G.I. Joe. I'm
gonna present you a trade for one of those books.
All right. So let's see here. This is a mixture of books that I bought from Wes and that was given to me. So it's just all together. But starting off, we'll go with some Superman 74. This is a first print. I had a second or third print for this and wanted a first. And yeah, so can't go wrong. Great story.
Yeah.
Next, we have a beautiful 25 center, 52 big pages. Don't take any less. Superman number 248.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go. 20. Yep.
Yeah, that's
25
awesome.
center before they went. Yep, before they went to 20.
Yeah, and
they went from 15 to 25 because they gave you an extra pages. And then they dropped it from 25 back to 20.
Wow. Look at that. I love the cover. Gary, we talked about this last week. I love this era's cover artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous. Brownie points or Codex points, Shroot bucks, if anybody can tell me who the cover artist for this is. Superman number 263. Anybody know?
Bagley. No, I'm kidding.
So close.
I know.
No.
Zeb Wells.
Dan.
Negative.
Where are you at, Dan? You should have this. This is
Gary should have this.
Oh, yeah, Gary.
I have it. I have the book. I'm trying to think because I know it was one of the photo covers, but it
famous
quite,
guy.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You showed him. You showed one of his last week.
I'm only seeing half the face, but I'm going to go with Neil Adams.
Dan, what about you? What do you say?
Yeah, I kind of want to lean towards Neil Adams too, but it's hard because you usually for artists like you can really tell their style mostly through the faces, and having half the face cut off hurts. But
well, you are both correct. It is Neil Adams.
Yeah,
nice.
There you go. I've got more Neil Adams work this year than I have at any other point collecting, and I'm internally
his old DC
grateful.
stuff is so good.
Yep.
Yeah. Next,
go wrong.
Gary, this is for you. This is a powerless Wonder Woman, but the covers are powerful. This is issue 194.
Oh, very good.
Nice.
Yeah, and I love the header font.
Yeah,
I think that's really cool. 194. We've got 193. Take a look at that.
That's a great.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, and I switched out bags and boards with all of these, Wes. So
good.
Make them look nice. Yeah. That's a really good cover.
Jazz hands too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then this one is 183.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, super
the
awesome.
Incredible I Ching.
The I think it's 197 or 199, 200 for the great bondage covers.
Yeah, no bondage covers. I looked, and these were the only older Wonder Womans that Wes had. These were ones I bought off of him. Dan, this one's for you. This is
Wes kept all the bondage for himself. You never got to see it.
Dude, I'm telling you, there was half a box in there of like a lot of Vampirilla, and then that style stuff from like Chaos Comics. That was like you open that up and it's like, ooh, you need to be 18 or above for this stuff.
Yeah,
like no question. Yeah.
Dan, this one's for you, buddy. This is early Valiant Magnus Robot Fighter number 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one that I need to get.
This is also a low-cost key for any Valiant lovers like Dan and I are. This is a book I've wanted for a long time, and I'm glad that I finally got it.
As hot as Valiant was when it was out, and Valiant rivaled, was up there with Image for like rivaling with, with Marvel and DC, and they did have some hot keys at the time. The only Valiant book that still holds a pretty good value is Rye issue 0.
Yes, which
like
I
there's
have.
some other ones that are like a few bucks here and there, but Rye number 0 is the only one that's like really still.
Shadow Man number 1 has a little bit of weight to it. Exo Man of War number 1 has some weight. Turok does not, unless it's that gold one.
Turok was printed. Oh my god, they printed so many copies of
that. And Bloodshot number 1, I think you can get for $6 right now.
Which Bloodshot number 1 had the distinction of being the first cover, like that
first chromium cover.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But of all the old Valiant stuff, Rise 0 is the one that still like the one key.
Well, speaking of Vampirella, here is a beautiful Vampirella cover.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Look at that. Yeah, so good. Absolutely love it.
I didn't know you took that one.
You had another one in there.
I wanted. Oh, was there 2? Okay.
Yeah. Here is this. This is Witchblade number 3. This is the Destiny's Child exclusive.
Oh,
nice.
Not too shabby.
Nice.
Destiny's Child, the singing group?
I don't think so. I think that was the
Beyonce
title of the story.
Oh, okay.
Some McFarlane Toys comics. We got Overkill.
Overkill. Yeah, those were all the ones that were included in that first run of McFarlane Toys.
And then we have the Funny Car.
And to have those in decent shape, that's kind of hard to. I mean, those cases usually destroyed the comic.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't just that too. It was like when opening them.
Yeah.
We get all bent up and stuff.
Somebody was very careful in getting those out of there.
Surgical.
Yeah.
This one you had 2 copies of, Wes, and I left the best one for you, so I took the lesser of the 2. But Dan, I think you'll appreciate that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, absolutely good stuff. And this was a hot book for a little while too.
Yeah.
Gary, this one's on you. This is Blue Beetle number 5, 12 center from Charlton Comics. This is the same run that has the first appearance of the Question. And he is in this book, but not his first appearance.
Nice. Yeah, that's the Dan Garrett Blue Beetle.
No, that's the Ted Cord. No, Dan Garrett was the one before him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is Ted Cord, I believe. Yeah.
Don't let
the bag and board fool you. It is definitely showing its age, and I think a near mint copy of this goes for about $16. This is definitely not that, but it is a Blue Beetle, and it's gorgeous and it's beautiful, and I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm working on completing my Blue Beetle run from when he first got his series for DC.
Here's something really cool. This is when Valiant turned to Armada for a little while. This is Magic the Gathering, the Shadow Mage. Sal, this still is polybagged with the Fireball card in the back.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, yeah, I remember when these came out. I was a big Magic player at the time, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
I remember
Fireball.
Those.
Oh, David's got something here. Let's take a look and see what he says. The bookstore I help out at has a ton of Valiant just stashed upstairs. Says it doesn't sell much anymore. The owner just has comic books jumbled in random boxes.
What?
Sounds like my office.
Oh, man.
David, go there, buy them all, and come on our channel and show them off.
Look around for Shadow Man number 1, Exo number 1, Bloodshot number 0, Magnus number 1, the Solar all black cover. Yeah, those are some good stuff. Yeah,
that's one thing I'm working on. Trying to complete is like the full run of all the Valiant books from the original iteration of it.
All right, let's dive into some Conan, gentlemen, some Marvel Conan. So we have Conan the Barbarian, number 34, The Temptress in the Tower of Flame.
Oh,
very nice
cover. Yeah. And moving forward, we have issue number 35, The Hellspawn of Kara-Shara.
Kara-Shara.
Oh, that's cool.
Take a look at that. Love it. Love that old Conan stuff. I have annual number 1 here. beautiful Barry Windsor Smith cover. Still haven't gotten a bagger board that will
Red nails
fit it.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's a beautiful king size right there. And then we have annual number 3, first time in color, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Oh, with
Wonderful. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. So that is pause on the stuff I got from Wes. Dan, TJ, love those Conan. Absolutely love those Conan. Dan, this is for you, buddy. Finished my She-Hulk run, so I got number 1, the Adam Hughes variant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, me too. But this, I think, is one of my favorite variant covers. This is issue number 8. Take a peek at that.
Oh, that is cool. I haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, I like that. So now the whole run is finished, and I'm pretty excited about it.
My favorite cover from that was the A cover, the one with her and the Thing with the boxing ring.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so moving back into stuff I got from Wes, and then we'll get to what I got at the convention. This is the rest of this is Daredevil. So Daredevil Father number 1, the director's cut.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is a 6-issue mini, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Now, let's get into some good stuff. The bags make them look better than they are. These are well-used, well-worn copies, but they are awesome. And this, Wes, you helped me fill a big chunk of Daredevil. So I'm very thankful for that. Issue number 99.
Ooh, there you go. Great Hawkeye cover. Yep.
And the whole big red banner, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that Black Widow up in the left corner there?
Yes, and right in the center.
Right corner, yeah. Oh, yeah, there she is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's when she was sharing the book with him for a while.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Here's
sharing
issue 1.
Too.
Yeah.
That's very true. Issue 117. There she is right up there.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, then we go to issue 129, all out action in the Mighty Marvel manner. Gotta love that. This one is pretty beat up, but this is the second appearance of Bullseye. Take a peek at that.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a lot of surface damage, a lot of color breaking crinkles and tears, a big crease right down here in the center. But yeah, pretty awesome.
But you got it.
But I got it.
I mean, that's, for me, if I was looking for a book like that, that would be the affordable condition I would look with. Like I said before, I'd rather have it in my a beat up one in my collection than have it at all.
Yeah. Moving forward, we have issue 133.
Oh, that's cool. Is that a tank?
Nice.
Shabby. He's
Daredevil fighting a tank?
Yeah. Mindwave and his fearsome think tank.
Oh.
Ain't that something? Next, we have issue 136.
Oh, nice.
Not too bad.
Still
this is a cool
$20.
one. I like this cover. This is issue 147.
Yep.
Like that.
Yeah. Cool. Breaking Point. Here is a cool one. This is issue 148 with the Death Stalker.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Very nice. This is the one, Wes, that I told you was worth $20. And this is Daredevil versus the Hulk, 163.
That is a great cover.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This one is the origin retold for Daredevil. This is 164.
Oh, that's a great cover, too.
Mm-hmm. Classic cover right there. I think we're in Frank Miller work at this time.
We are. Yep.
Yeah. Here we go. Issue 167. I love the futuristic look of the cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. David says the Deathstalker issues were his favorites in the 70s. Fantastic. Glad you get to see him again. Still in Frank Miller, we got issue 174.
Yeah, that's a great Miller cover.
Oh, yeah, the Gladiator hanging out back
classic
there.
stuff. This one I think is my favorite, though. I love the color contrast on here. And it just looks really great. Issue 175.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, not too bad. Next we have issue 176. This is Telltale Miller at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and you could also win a bike too.
Oh. You should enter that. Maybe
I love those that have the bike on the
right.
I love that stuff.
Did I win it? The 10-speed racer, the Formula 10? No.
It's always funny when you go through those old books and there's like the Mile High ad in there for ordering comics from them, and you look at some of these books and what the prices were and at the time, and you're like,
yeah,
oh, if only they still cost.
If only.
Yeah, I know. God.
Got 2 more Daredevils, and then it's time to show convention stuff. Issue 187, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
I
that's
love
nice.
how plain it is, and it just speaks volumes.
And covers like that are hard to get in good condition. Like there's that one Avengers cover that's all white too, the Spider-Man one. Like it's hard to get clean ones of those.
Oh yeah. And then last but not least, once again, Wes, thank you very much for letting me buy these off of you. Issue 254.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And that is John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
Yep. Black part.
We're in the middle of that run right now, and that's wonderful. Okay, now it's time for the big stuff.
Oh, you suck.
Sometimes.
Guys, I was really jealous of this, but in a good way. I was very happy for him, though.
Yeah, so look, I had a Futurama #1 sitting there trying to sell that. It was a direct. I had it priced pretty low at $190. And that was priced 2 weeks ago. Within that 2-week time period, that book shot up almost $100 to $280 in value. So I
shot up. Was there some like future?
I have no idea. That book goes up and down, up and down. But I took a break for a little bit. We had a lull. Asked Wes. I was like, "You mind if I go walk around?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." So I did that, and I made it about 20 feet before I made it to this guy's booth. And looked through some of his stuff, checked out a couple of his wall books, and then found these. And told him I had a Futurama #1 to trade, and he seemed very interested in that. Brought it over, had him look at it. He was very pleased with the grade. Looked it up, and this
was that 9.8 from that unboxing, by the way, guys.
Yeah, and the video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out after this episode. Wes does a beautiful unboxing of stuff that we got back from CGC.
Definitely check it out.
But yeah, I brought it to him, showed him I had it priced at $190, and this is where it was really cool. He's like, "Man, I can't take it for that. I can't be dishonest." He's like, "This book is going for $280 right now." It's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll take these books too."
Like I said, the vendors there were like
very honest,
very nice.
Yes. So I was very thankful for that. Got to stand there and talk to him and his business partner for a little while and check out some books. And Gary, we talked about the Spectre and got to see some awesome stuff. And I hope you guys like what I have here for you.
Did they love the Spectre title too?
Yes,
Right.
Very much so. And we even discussed that finding older Spectre books price-wise were severely underrated, and that they should be significantly more than they are. I am happy they are not at the moment. So, but first we have Wizard Ace, The Amazing Spider-Man #1. Take a peek at that.
Oh, cool.
So
I haven't seen that in a while.
This was part of that trade. Yeah, this is gorgeous. I love it. So now I have an Amazing Spider-Man #1, but the Wizard Ace edition. And I'm okay with that for now. The next one, this I think is the closest I'll get to this for quite a while. And this is the Wizard Ace edition of the Amazing Spider-Man #129.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, not too shabby.
Yeah,
So
Humberto Ramos did those covers, right?
yes, you are absolutely correct. Early Humberto Ramos too. So yeah, but if that's the closest I get to them too, I am okay with that for quite some time. Now let's get into some good stuff. So Gary, take a peek at this. This is Brave and the Bold #75. Do you know
Brave
what
and the
year
Bold
that came out?
75.
Let's see if you can do it. Let's see if you can do it.
Yeah.
Brave and the Bold 75. I'm going to say that's 1967 or 8.
1967. You are absolutely correct. There's one other key fact with this cover. Do you know?
It was right. It was. I was getting ready to say it was the. It was. Well, it's the Neil Adams cover.
Yes, sir. And Do you know the key fact with it?
No, don't remember.
This is the first time Neil Adams did full artwork on Batman.
Oh,
really?
Yep.
Had
First
no
time. Brave and the Bold,
Nice.
number 75.
Yeah,
Guys.
that's awesome.
And guess who's right there in the center?
Oh yeah, Spectre.
Space Ghost.
Yes, you're correct. Yeah. So yes, as soon as I saw this, I was like, I want that. And for the price I got it for, $25, very reasonable. Very
And
wow, that is good.
that's a great title, great book, great cover.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay, I got two. They're both big, so I'm just going to do this one first.
Which is the one that Wes is jealous of?
No, almost. This is 2 of 1. So this, Gary, is showcase number 60.
So that's a Spectre cover. Yep.
Oh,
There you
First
go.
Silver Age
Nice.
Spectre.
That's
That's one of
First
my jealous parts.
solo Spectre.
Yeah.
I could not pass this up. It's even got the dates writing right there on his thigh.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful mid-grade copy. It's got some staple damage here.
Mm-hmm.
But if it were to get pressed and cleaned and graded, I think this is a good 4.5 to 5.5 candidate all day long. As soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, I want that. I had to have it. And this has been a grail of mine, Gary, since you reignited the passion of the Spectre into me. This has been a book that I thought I could never get a hold of, and I was lucky enough to get a copy of it today, and I'm more than satisfied. And what you said, Gary, the last week was, if you have that thought in your head of, man, I shouldn't have done that, or I'm very dissatisfied with it after you walk away, I've been beaming about this all day.
Absolutely. I love the Spectre logo in the S, in the crook of the S.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So that's not even the biggest one. This is big, but I got something a little bit bigger.
Now, that's his first solo Silver Age book. He was in some of the JSAs. Crossover, you would see him.
Yeah.
He was in a couple of the images there. But
Yeah.
that's the first solo. Yep.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now, this one with a press and a clean has a serious opportunity at a 9.4 to a 9.6 candidate. And this is issue number 2 of the new Teen Titans first appearance.
Oh, Deathstroke.
Nice.
Look at that. And
Very
it's
nice.
newsstand. This is
That's the one he's jealous of.
gorgeous.
That's the
That
the
book-
one Wes is jealous of.
I'm telling you guys, that book will be in my possession eventually. He
This
just doesn't
book
know it yet.
is
Nice.
Sal. This is minty, not minty fresh, but minty. And it
Okay.
needs a good press and a clean. But
Okay.
yep, there it is, Dan. Yep, there it is.
Mine's in horrible condition though.
But I got it with the Perez label, which I don't think that they offer anymore.
But
Yeah,
as soon as I came back into our booth and I was like, Wes, look what I got. He's like, you son of a bitch.
When you said that, did you guys like lock arms like Arnold and Carl Weathers?
Dylan. Yeah, but this
Those pencils have
and
made you
this,
weak.
Yeah.
these two here
Nice.
are my big ones.
Those are two really nice.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Congrats on
very
that, buddy.
happy.
And that Titans book is, oh my God, it is minty fresh, guys.
Oh,
It's just
so
to see it
gorgeous.
in person, you're like, damn, is it 1977 right now? I mean, or whatever year that came out.
82, I think.
82.
80s. That's number 2.
Yeah. So
80.
80.
Yeah, I'm going to say
82.
that's 80 or 81. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I got. That was with that trade and with the guy being super honest about how much my Futurama was worth.
1980.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely
There you go.
fantastic.
1980.
I said 80
Thanks,
or
Dan.
81. I was on it again.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
all right.
Bought that off the rack too.
There you go. Yeah, right on.
Awesome.
All right, Sal, what do you got there, Big Sir, for some
Nice
Batman
stuff.
It's got a good stack of stuff here, guys.
Uh-oh.
There's a lot of mixed in stuff here. It's a lot of eBay stuff, and in this stack is a 2024 completion goal event.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
But let me start off with these.
It's not a weird mystery about what it is, though, either.
It's not a weird mystery at all. Uncle Gary, I believe that I said for you to pick me up one of these.
Yes.
I didn't realize that I had actually put it in my box at the shop.
Okay.
So I will still buy the copy that you put aside for me, so you're not out. Okay. But
hey, you don't have to. It'll sell if I put
You
it
don't
back
have to,
on
Sal,
the
because he forgot.
No, I have it. It's in my box.
no, but
Sal,
I felt bad because I asked them to pick it up and I didn't realize I had it.
Well,
in my box.
listen, it will sell. All I have to do is put it back on the rack if you don't want it. So
Okay.
you want to put it back?
If it's no trouble to you.
Yep, you got it.
That book
All
will
right.
be gone.
Thank
the
you, sir. I
same
appreciate
day.
that.
You still want the Venom,
those
right?
foil goes fast. They go fast.
Yeah.
I still want that Venom, 100%.
Okay, it's yours. Yep.
If I had 165 copies of that Venom, I would still get one more copy of it. Okay. All right.
Oh my
So,
god.
Next up is Edge of the Spider-Verse Foil League Edition.
Oh.
Nice.
Now that's the new one, right? They're introducing a new character like every issue.
Right. Exactly.
Wow. Keys galore, ladies and gentlemen.
Keys
Get
galore. So these next two are Transformer variants. So this is Transformers number 5 with Soundwave.
The 1 in 10.
Mm.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
This one is also number 5 with Cliff Jumper.
Yeah.
I always like Cliff. Cliff Jumper was always one of my favorites.
I think that's the 1 in 25.
He's so cuddly.
I remember right. Yeah.
And
he's so cuddly looking.
cuddly looking.
But he was like a shorter one, but he had an attitude.
Attitude.
Yeah.
Fun fact: does anybody know who voiced Cliff Jumper in the animated show?
I do not know that.
You'll never guess.
Casey Kasem did.
Dan guessed. Way to go! Good job.
Who was it? Sorry, say it again.
Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now
I did a lot of animated voice work back in the day.
He did. All right. So this is also a variant on Creep Show.
Mm-hmm. Cool cover.
That is a cool cover.
Oh, is that beast from the movie?
It's not the Beast from Wolverton. It's the Wolverton Station one shot, and that's the third cover.
Wow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That just came out 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
That was one of the best segments in the movie. That beast that was in the box under the stairs. That was great.
Yep. These next two are New York Comic Con variants, and they are glow in the dark covers.
Oh,
nice. Shiny.
I see a slab in their future.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah. I was trying to find these books to show tonight. I'm like, where the hell did I have them? I have them in my
Turn the lights out. You could have found them.
I could have found them. Turn my slab to be slab box. This top box right here is the books I want to be slabbed. So that's what they were.
Oh my
Turn the lights
God.
off and let us see them glow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here is a older book.
Hey, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Gentlemen. Was the beast from Avengers?
Yes, he was from the Avengers. And if Uncle Gary tells you anything different, that man's a liar. And I will smack the shit out of him if he says anything different.
Yeah, what does Gary know anyway?
Yeah, what does Gary know anyhow?
Gary,
are you reading that right? You know it's from he's saying from the Avengers, right? You're reading
yes, I am. You're the one that's always claiming, oh, he's an X-Men. He's an X-Men.
Oh,
he's the one from the Avengers. He is a card-carrying Avenger. Look it up online. You can find his card online.
Wow, Sal,
you can believe anything you read online, right, Sal?
Who let Bizarro Sal on the show?
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. And he was a card-carrying Avenger.
Gary,
that's right.
Gary, I've been thinking of that joke all week, and I wanted to turn around all week. I've been just waiting for this day to do that.
Oh, my God.
Well,
TJ, thank you so much for setting that up.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
All right. So next book here is Transformers number 10. Can you guess the significance key? Yep, first Devastator.
Yeah.
Got that. First Constructicons. So
yeah, I don't have that issue.
And then we have
nice.
That's a good one.
First Dinobots.
That's a fantastic
Dinobots.
I love that.
Yep. These are pretty well kept copies, so they will go into stack to be slabbed.
Nice.
And
it was funny because like the Transformers books were coming out at the same time that the cartoon was on. Same thing with the G.I. Joe comics and the G.I. Joe cartoon, and all of them had completely different like storylines and origin characters and stuff. So you really would look at it and pick like, do I like the comic origin better, or do I like the animated cartoon?
And the British version of Transformers was different than that.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Next one is a Dan favorite. We got an
nice.
amalgam.
Nice.
Dark Claw.
Now I've been thinking about it with them, reprinting all the amalgam books in that omnibus and all the Marvel DC crossovers and the other one. Do you think that will reignite interest in the original crossovers that will give them price bumps?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Oh yeah,
I hope so.
So
all right,
so buy them all now so that this summer when those come out, you can
still find them in dollar bins, ladies and gentlemen.
You can. So my shop also had this one up on the wall. Thor number 338.
Nice.
There you go. It's the second one of the Epic Simonson run. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here is another online pickup. Number 1. Going in with the bazooka, baby.
Yeah. Klaus Janson work, I believe.
He is gonna go kill a fly on the wall with this one.
Dan, we've mentioned this before. That cover is like complete overkill, but it's just so badass.
It is.
And hopefully the recoil won't send them off.
And so unsafe.
What do you think is going to happen to you if you pull that trigger?
Yeah, he's flying off of that thing. But if you notice, the bazooka is also tied with the rope as well.
Wow, amazing.
Well, that's true.
So that way he doesn't lose it. That's why he doesn't lose it. All right. So as part
can't lose my bazooka.
Can't lose the bazooka. As part of some of the online stuff I was buying, I picked up the lithographs of these. Now I believe I have this. No, I have the Dr. Octo animation cells. These are not animation cells, but they're made in the same style. So but these were never used in actual animation.
Yeah.
So I picked up that one. And
I remember when those came out.
I used to have that one. I don't know. I might still have it somewhere, but I had it autographed by Stan Lee. I won it from Wizard when I was printed in Wizard.
Nice.
The one I have hanging up is actually signed by Stan Lee and framed as well. So
nice.
That's nice. All right, Tim, this one's for you. This one's for you, baby.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Number one.
I saw it. I was with him when he got that off the shelf.
Stand.
That thing looks as mint can be.
It
is beautiful.
Nice.
It is. So that's definitely going in the stack to be
nice.
Like unless you opened it up and somebody just like colored one of the pages, that thing looks gorgeous. The pages are white, crisp. There's no ticks. There's no damage to it. It's just
somebody loved that book.
Yes, in a good way.
Yeah.
So this is Spider-Man number 1, the 1 in 25.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's very cool. Nice cover.
I forget which book this was from. What is this from? Okay, this is Giant Size X-Men with Nightcrawler.
Nice. Wow.
Oh, nice. Like it.
Check out the tails also.
Yeah.
Yep. Tails got sword.
The pretentious tail. All right, Tim, this is also one for you. I showed this to you in the chat, but I picked this one up because this is a cool Spider-Man.
That is so awesome. There's 3 covers that artist did, and that I think was the coolest of the 3.
Yep. And there's an excellent story in there, Tim, too. It's written by Zeb Wells. We love
That's wonderful. I can't wait to not read it.
Yeah. Come on. So next year is a reprint.
He's going to be at the Baltimore Con, and you're going to go get his autograph.
I actually am if he is. So don't think I won't.
He's going to
have you gagged. So
Spider-Man's #1 enemy.
Yep.
That's nice.
That's cool.
This is the X-Men 101 reprint.
That's pretty. Cool. Well, you know what, Tim? If I can set up an interview with Zeb Wells, then I will definitely help you to.
I can be as professional as I can on camera, but off camera, I can't guarantee what I will or will not say.
I did ask Rob Liefeld if he would do an interview.
I won't do that. You're on your own there, buddy.
Next up is Amazing Spider-Man number 14.
Ooh, that's nice.
That's cool.
And I love this character,
I like that.
But it's also signed by Mayhew himself.
Oh,
nice little cert.
Oh, that's cool.
Go.
And that's a nice homage to Bewitched.
Yeah, it is.
Now, hold that signature up. Like that's not just a regular old signature.
Oh, that's
pretty cool.
great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure that I can't see it when I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's great, Sig.
So it looks like he signed it and then kind of highlighted around it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the next one up, I'll have to pull this one out of the poly bag, but this is the glow in the dark Nightwing one because it has the cover on it.
Oh.
So this is has another cert on it. This is limited to 999. Only 999 of these are out there, folks. So
wow, there you go.
But it's Nightwing number 110. What's up,
Sal? Jamie is
Jamie's online. Whatever. Hi, Jamie.
Party's over.
Party's over, folks.
Party's over.
If you want to take that paper off, I did confirm when I talked with a CGC representative on the phone that taking that paper off of those books will not bring the value of it.
That's correct. I had to take one off for Tim, the one you bought for me, the Vampire versus DC. They had one of the glow in the dark one you got. I took the paper. Yeah.
Because I had asked about it when I was, doing some sketch covers and the DC ones put those on there now. And I said, hey, does it affect the value if this gets taken off? Because if I'm going to do a sketch cover and have it send it to be graded, nobody's going to want that covering. And they said, oh no, as long as it doesn't damage the rest of the book, taking it off, it's fine. The only reason they put those on there is to keep like printer roll, like the printer roll from messing up the covers during printing.
TJ, if Rob Liefeld drew Dolly Parton, she would be so top heavy. That would be her superhero name.
And she would have.
She should do the same pose as that, as that Captain America pose. What was it?
Oh my!
Oh yeah,
yes.
It's Dolly. You'd be like, Jesus Christ,
mega breasted. And Jamie says, "Who said Sal was off suspension?"
I did.
Sal did. So
I did.
There you go.
I said, you know what? Time off for good behavior. You're back on the.
He's the judge, jury, and executioner.
Judge, jury, and Judge Judy all at once.
Oh.
He's the Judge Dredd of
look. You can't beat Judge Judy at all.
No,
he's the people's court of Codex.
She's got it going on.
The
all right, Uncle Gary. This next issue is for you, buddy.
Weird mystery, baby.
Actually, no, it's not the weird mystery that you think. It's not. It's different. But the color.
That's a great cover. Yep,
it is. It's seen a little love. It's got some damage along the side, but I got it at a very good price.
That's great.
So
that's a significant key too.
It is
first cover. First
cover and great Ramita. Great Ramita art.
Yeah,
Ramita Senior.
Yep.
That's
so when
wonderful.
I bought that book from that seller, he threw in this one as a freebie.
Oh,
what?
Oh, nice.
Joe Gunner Joe.
And I'm like, okay, thank you.
I will take that.
All right. So let's do this.
Wow.
The next 3 are some old GLs.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's cool.
With the DC Bullet logo.
161. Yep. And 131.
Love that.
Yeah. Oh, with Evil Star.
Starro. Yeah.
Or Evil Star, isn't it?
Evil Star. Yep.
Evil Star, and the other one had the Omega Men in it, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So, this on there. Here is another New York Comic Con variant cover.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Cool.
So, ladies and gentlemen, stand by next week.
I know what it's going to be.
There's going to be a slab coming that is also New York Comic Con, and I can't say anymore. It's going to be a surprise. So stand by for next week.
Mystery, ladies and gentlemen.
Spectacular.
Is that a hint?
No, it's not a hint.
Oh,
it's spectacular. It's a really awesome book.
That's not a play.
Here we go.
Uncle Gary, here it is.
Go, baby. That's number 1. Number 2. That's the Titanic cover.
Yep. I have completed my Weird Mystery Tales run.
Show each one individually.
I will.
Congratulations.
So, let me give you a little back history here with this. I started looking on eBay, and I figured, hey, if I get like maybe 2 books or maybe 3 books a paycheck, I can knock out that run very easily, right?
24 issue run.
24 issue one. I only needed like 11 more or 12 more to go. And I figured I could just, knock out 3 or 4 books at a time. It'd be great. Well, I'm looking through eBay, and it's like these books are running 8, 10, 12.
This was on your collector goals video too, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was. And I'm like, you know what? Let me check out my comic shop and just see what it is. See what it's there. And then all of a sudden I'm seeing all the same issues that are on eBay for like $4, $5, $6. I think the most expensive one I bought off of my comic shop was $8.
Wow.
Because they don't have the eBay fees.
Yeah, they don't have the eBay fees. So this is number 2.
Yeah.
That's such a cool cover.
So good.
Great cover.
This is number 4.
So we're getting a nice little weird mystery showcase.
That's a Jim Aparo cover.
Yep.
And Sal's going to send all 24 off to get graded.
No, these are not. These are all.
David,
hey,
thanks
David,
so much
good
for.
night.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Make sure you note the time of the video. It's an hour 56.
Can we give a shout out to our chat people? I mean, man, they're killing. They're killing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they are killing it. So this is number 5.
That is a Luis Dominguez cover.
Luis Dominguez.
Chat, as always, ladies and gentlemen, is the extra chair for the Codex station. They are always here.
That is also a Dominguez.
I like that.
The Dominguez cover.
It's a great. It's only 24 issues, Wes. It's a easy run to complete. That's that's how I talk Sal into it.
Yeah, I've got 3 or 4. I don't know which copy.
Dominguez.
And this is my worst copy. If you can see the spine on this one, it's really
that cover's
really
good though.
Yeah,
it's a great cover.
Yeah.
All right, and then this is number blah 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 blah.
Is that a
number
numbering?
7.
Oh, okay.
Number 7.
Oh, that's Nick Party. Now that's a Nick Party cover.
The look of terror on that guy's face is spectacular.
I know. And then this is number 9.
I like
again.
I like the logo colors on that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy with
the masthead on this is great. Great production design on this series.
Very much so.
Number 13.
Wow.
Yep. Dominguez again.
That's when you close your windows, ladies and gentlemen.
You know who that is. That's when when the lights get turned on in the bar at the end of the night and you go home with the last girl there. That's what she looks like the next morning.
Ooh, that's when the beer goggles fall off.
Hopefully she's leaving at that time, but whatever.
Yep.
This is
I love that Dominguez cover.
That's cool.
This is a nice one. And actually,
that's one of my favorites.
This one's in really good shape.
Yep.
If I were to guess, this was probably like a 6.5 to 7. Oh, wow. Easy.
That's great.
All right. I like this cover. This one is number 19.
Oh.
He's like, wait, don't run from me. I won't hurt you. And she's like turning into some moth creature.
That's nice.
Here you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
there it is.
There it is.
Nice.
Wow.
Gary and I are going to trade. We're going to trade books on that
one. This isn't my best copy either, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. There we go. It's number 23.
Oh, wow.
That's Ernie Chaw did that cover. That's an Ernie Chaw.
Ernie Chaw. And then the last one is number 24.
That's the last issue.
That's cool.
Look at that.
I think that's Chaw too.
Yeah.
So you already had the Wrightson issue. I don't think I've seen your copy of that. The 21.
Okay. That was a great walk down weird mystery lane.
Yes, it was. Congratulations.
Yeah, well done,
Sal,
man.
Welcome to the club, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Weird Mystery Tales Complete Club.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
All right, moving on. I also picked up a copy of Mandalorian number 1.
Nice.
And I specifically picked up this copy for the signing at Comic Logic.
Please do.
I have a book, a couple of slabs of Mandalorian already, and I don't want to crack them. I want to leave them as is, so I decided to get a fresh.
That's a great cover.
It is. Picked up Green Lantern, Superman, Legend of the Green Flame.
Oh, that's so good. Neil Gaiman. That's a Neil Gaiman book.
Because that's one that he wrote long before that it got printed. Yeah. That's why it says "and friends" because they got a bunch of different people to finish.
Yeah, Neil Gaiman and friends. So next up is Batman number 318.
Oh, Firefly.
There's a Firebug.
Or Firebug, yeah,
Firebug.
That is a great cover.
It is. This is a little bit beat up, but that's okay. I got it pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now for some more glow in the dark goodness, I got DC Ghouls. Just want to have fun.
Yeah, that came out last year. Awesome. That's a fun book.
That's the title of the book. DC Ghouls just want to have fun.
That's great.
Yeah, it was their Halloween compilation book. Yeah.
Yep. I picked up the.
There's a great Lobo variant cover of that too by Jay
is there?
Lee.
Oh, cool.
There were 3 different covers. Yep, you got the.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Oh, nice free comic book day.
I got a nice free comic book Spider-Man.
Did you get it for free?
No, but I got it for $1. So.
Oh, right on. Can't beat that.
So yeah, that's fine. So next up is going to be not in the 2024 comic run, but I found a whole slew of amazing Spider-Mans on sale.
Nice.
So, I'll run through these quickly. 227.
Wow.
Early Black Cat. Yeah.
Yep.
No.
232.
Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, good stuff right there.
Right there, that's the angle.
Again, the 80s covers were still killing it. They were still going real strong.
34. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's first Will of the Wisp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
246, if I could grab the book just right. J. Jonah giving them the business.
Yeah.
And the tracksuit.
No.
It looks like J. Jonah's doing some push-ups because look at that.
Yeah, look at him. He's buff and he's in a tracksuit.
You know, that would be a good one to get an artist to do a remark on and get them to draw Chris Tucker in their background going, you got
oh my god.
This is number 286.
Oh, that's a good cover.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Number 277.
Also very good.
279.
Where is Spider-Man?
Yes, where indeed.
That went across all titles.
Yeah, I was going to say that was,
3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that Spectacular Web, they all had that same cover.
I like that cover.
278.
I love that cover.
Ooh.
Yeah. Justice is served.
Hobgoblin knocked out.
All right. And no complete this would be complete without a slab, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
X-Men number 20.
Is that Magic?
Yep. I can't get a good angle.
That's
Computer.
all us.
Turn off the lights.
Go to the camera right. There you go.
There you go.
That's about as good as it'll get.
9-8.
Yeah, I know.
9-8.
There we go.
That was a delayed reaction from the computer there. The computer's like, I'll do it when I get around to it. I don't know what to do.
9-8.
All right.
Yeah, 9-8.
I was saying, of course, it's a 9-8 for a modern like that.
Gorgeous cover.
Gorgeous cover.
You know, if it wasn't a 9-8, you would get the West disapproval face.
Yeah, I know.
You know, we have shelved that. And where did we retire that?
No. Dan has a whole bunch of memes ready to go. Oh, did Wes mute himself?
Oh,
No,
was it me?
I did.
Oh, he said it so we couldn't.
Nice.
Computer.
Yes. I even have a danger room setting which turns all the lights flashing different colors.
That is show us please.
Because I'm a nerd, okay? All right.
Show us please.
Computer.
Thank you.
Activate danger room.
Ladies and gentlemen, true nerd fashion right there.
Did you hear it? Did you hear what she said?
No.
Oh, I have her say, danger room active. Safety protocols have been disabled. Please enter at your own risk.
Very nice.
It's because,
we are terminally 17, ladies and gentlemen. That is amazing. Sal, that's great.
Now we can't get it to stop.
Deactivate danger room.
Well, you know, Sal's in the red light district. Look at him.
Oh my God. Dan, let's go ahead and bring you up next, unless you're not finished, Sal. Oh, Sal's muted.
I'm finished.
You're finished? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
Dan,
done.
What do you got for back issues? And then Gary, you will bring up the rear and take us right into the showcase, good sir.
All right.
All right. So I went to Time Warp Comics today. It's if you're in the Maryland area, it's down in Hughesville. Awesome spot to go to. Keith, the guy that owns it, really cool guy. Always gives good deals. Always fun to talk to. I met up with a buddy of mine there, and I hadn't seen it in a while, and he picked up some stuff too. Here's a fun story. It made me think of seeing that.
It's just still going, and I love it. Just let it go.
Can't get it to stop. I love it. It's become self-aware.
Yes, it has.
Oh,
It's also doubles as a dance disco.
Go ahead, Dan. Sorry.
So many things. In the unboxing video that Wes did the other day, where you showed the Gambit book that you got Slab, the first appearance.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the second appearance.
Right. 266. Yeah.
Dazzler's Disco, ladies.
Here's how cool
right.
Here's how cool Keith is at Timeless. He
also did the on the spot too. If people,
yes, I did the on the spot, which definitely you should check out. He puts up when he buys collections, he'll put up like, "Hey, got a new collection. It's in there on this Facebook page," and he'll show some of the books from it. He had shown the first Gambit there, or second Gambit, whatever. He had shown the Gambit book there that he had, and my buddy who lives down there was like, messaged him. He's like, "Hey, I want to get that." And he's like, "Cool, I'll set it aside." So the next day, my buddy goes to pick it up, and he's already sold it. He's like, "What?" He's like, "No, you came in to get it." He's like, No, I'm here now." He had another person had come in that he had mistaken for my buddy, and he sold it.
Oh, man.
And my buddy was like, "Oh, man."
I'd be so mad.
Oh, he's like, "Oh, man." Oh, because it was a good price. It was like $80.
Yeah.
And he was like,
It is a good price.
Oh, well. He's like, "Oh, whatever." And Keith was like, "Man, I feel bad. I'll give you $80 of store credit." So my buddy, he gave my buddy $80 of store credit there. And he didn't even, it's just because he sold the book to the wrong guy.
Yeah, he gave him $80 as a my bad. As a sorry. Yeah. Wow.
So I bought a big stack today.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jamie, this one's going to go on forever.
I will run through a lot of these quick.
This is worth it, though. We've got a lot of cool stuff.
Jamie and Tim gave me a list of stuff they wanted. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of the stuff Jamie wanted because it's new 52 stuff. But he said he just bought a collection, had a bunch of that stuff in there. They just haven't gone through it and put it out yet. So I gave him Jamie's list, and he's going to message me when he goes through it and lets me know what he has, and he's going to set it aside for me. Because Time Warp's like an hour and a half away from me, so it's not like I can get there all the time.
Yeah.
But they did have some of the stuff that was on Tim's list. Tim doesn't know what it is yet, so it's him seeing it for the first time.
Now, I sent you the stuff I needed for my 2024 collecting goals, and that was New Avengers, Superman, Batman, Volume 1, and Excalibur.
Yes, so they didn't have any New Avengers.
Okay.
They did have one of the they had a bunch of Superman, Batman. Most of it was earlier in the run. They did have one that you were looking for, which is 79.
Fantastic.
And all the rest of them here are Excalibur books that were on your list.
And that's the one I needed the most of. Yeah. I think I'm 40 short of the entire run for Excalibur.
So here is 49.
Oh, love it.
50.
Yes.
64.
Beautiful.
73.
Oh, I love that cover. That's 90s goodness right there.
Oh, you want to talk about 90s goodness, then you got to talk about 82.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Phalanx Covenant.
Yeah, all the X-Men books that month had,
shiny.
Had the those kind of covers.
That is it.
100.
Oh, that's actually really awesome. That's
much like the Codex Station just hit 100 episodes on the podcast. 110.
Very nice.
And 121.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I will be getting these in the mail to you next week, along with.
Dan will let me have them all for the cheap price of 160.
There you go.
Or to save money for both of us, I'll trade him a 180. There we go.
There you go.
180.
So I will be sending you these next week, along with
Oh.
So these were not books that were on your list. It's just stuff that as I was flipping through, I'm like, there were like 2 books I pulled out. I'm like, oh, I think Tim would dig these. I'll just pull them out and throw them in there. So
that's fair.
So you will have super secret mystery books arriving with these.
Nice. Love it. Love it. I can't wait.
And then there's a big stack of shit that I got for me.
It's a Darkhawk #1, Tim.
Hey, I'm cool with that. I'd like another island.
I got X Factor number All Hail Darkhawk, by the way.
All Hail Darkhawk.
I got X Factor Volume 2, number 48, which completes my Volume 2 of X Factor run.
Nice.
Which I don't know why I didn't have. I bought it. I bought the whole series when it came out. It's just it got lost somewhere over time, so I had to spend $1 to get another copy.
Well, there you go. Congratulations, done deal.
So that's one that's checked off there.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Fantastic Fours number 305.
Yeah.
That's when they actually let the thing have a semi-full suit uniform.
Yeah. Number 325.
Oh, man.
I love that.
328.
Nice.
Gargoyle, baby.
Yeah.
329.
No mercy.
These are all, by the way, even though they have like these $4 things, these were all dollar books. 337. You could tell this is, it's got like a little stain there or something, but you know, this is right around the time too, right around the issue when they introduced Mobius for the first time.
Nice.
I forget what the actual issue is, but it's like 1 or 2 issues away from what that one was. And 342 for that.
With special appearance by Spider-Man and X Factor.
And with Rusty from X Factor.
Yep.
Nice.
Rusty, who had the fire powers.
Nice.
We were talking about Valiant earlier. He's got like 2 or 3 long boxes of Valiant stuff. So whenever I go there and I'm picking out stuff, I'll usually pick one Valiant title I'm working on and get the ones I don't have. So this time I picked Archer and Armstrong. So I got 18.
Oh, wow. Great cover.
And 20.
Nice.
Which makes me, let me look at my list, which is 3 issues away from a complete run on that now.
Nice.
And you showed the Magnus Robot Fighter. I did not get issue 1. That's one I still need, but I did get the issue 6.
Ooh.
Which is also the flip book for Rye number 3.
Yeah, all their titles had flip books that month or whatever it was. Eternal Warrior,
Armstrong. Magnus and Rye for a while had it as a flip, where you could get it as a flip book.
Really?
For a couple months, yeah.
Because I've got the one of Eternal Warrior and Archer and Armstrong. I think it's issue 10 for Archer and like issue 4 or 5 for Eternal.
Yeah, they did a few of them that way, but it's pretty cool because I picked it up. I was like, oh, Magnus. And I saw like, oh, yeah, that's a flip book.
Oh, nice.
Then also got Magnus number 8.
Nice.
And number 9.
Got that issue.
Like that cover.
Yeah. Number 10.
That's great. Magnus, I think, is the one I have the least issues of.
The one I have the least issues of is probably one of the ones that I didn't really read other than picking an occasional issue up. I'd say probably like Dr. Mirage.
Yeah.
Don't think I have a lot of Shadow Man anymore.
I'm 10 issues less than that from finishing the run of Shadow Man.
Yeah, there's a couple of Solar. I because Solar was like the longest running one, so I needed.
I don't have any Solar.
Number 11.
Nice.
20.
Yeah.
And then also finishing off the Valiant, got a Rye number 7.
Got that. The whole Unity storyline is great.
Oh, it's so fantastic.
Yeah.
So much better than the Unity thing they did with the new
and
one.
See, with the first half of Unity, you had all those Frank Miller connecting covers, and then the second half was Walter Simonson connecting covers. Wonderful work.
Nice.
And it was cool because it brought all the characters in the company at the time. It brought them all together for the first time, and had had big big effect on the line, because that's where
spoilers changed everything.
Spoilers for books that came out 30 years ago. That's where they introduced who Magnus's parents were, that he was that his parents were from the Harbingers, and that he was sent into the future, and all this stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got some trying to complete my Avenger Spotlight because there was Solo Avengers, which ran for 20 issues, which I have all of them, and then for issues 21 to 40, it switched the title to Avenger Spotlight. So I'm trying to complete all of those. So I got 25.
Ooh,
nice. That's a great cover.
Yeah, 27, 30.
Nice.
34.
I like that.
I love that one. Yeah, I like that a lot.
And with the Hawkeye suit that he had on, he had this like somewhat armored kind of suit for West Coast Avengers for a while.
He's got the leader's head.
Yeah, and 38.
Ooh.
I got this Dead Man book just because we're doing Dead Man on Comic Character of the Week in a couple weeks. I wanted to have a book to put up behind me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
great cover.
Can't beat it for $1.
Nope.
Yeah, some older Justice Leagues, number 236.
Nice.
From the Detroit era, 238. This is when it was getting towards the end of the line for the book too.
Yep.
261 was last issue. Yeah.
Yeah. 247.
Nice. Dan almost fell over too, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll set these to the. All right. This book here, I got a bunch of issues of. I'll run through them fast. It's not a book that I'm like super actively collecting, but it's a book that I dig. So whenever I find cheap issues like in the dollar bins, I'll pick them up. They just happen to have like a whole bunch of copies of it there. So I'm sure Uncle Gary will appreciate these Sandman Mystery Theater.
Yep.
Wes, you've got a ton of Sandman in that collection you bought.
Yes, there was.
Yeah, and they're not expensive books, but if you like the crime noir stuff, like it's it's cool stuff.
I think I'm missing 2 issues of Sandman Mystery Theater, and that's it.
Nice.
I got 17, 19. And they all have pretty, these pretty, trippy, cool covers too. 20, 21.
Oh, that's good.
22. It says the Sonata cut short by an unexpected note.
Ooh.
Dr.
Dun,
Death.
dun, dun.
I wonder what it was.
Number 23, Skin on Skin, their secrets fell away with the night.
Ooh,
nice.
Hello.
More Dr. Death.
24.
Nice. All the photo covers.
Yeah. 25.
Sandman Mystery Theater. Yeah, I need 17 and 50 to have them all.
17.
I got 17. I didn't get. They didn't have 50 there. 26.
Nice.
29, which is a pretty cool cover. 30.
My God, did you get the whole run?
It's 70 issues.
Like I said, I got a pretty good chunk there. 31.
Wow.
I like that cover a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. 32. 33.
Wow. God almighty.
34.
Oh, wow. So you got a sizable amount.
Yeah, this is this is
I dare say almost half, right?
Sandman Theater. Yeah, the book ran up to how many issues?
70 issues.
70 issues, yeah. So
Wow.
I don't 75 there. Right?
So a good third of the run.
Yeah, at this point with those books plus the issues I already had, I probably have a third, a little over a third of the run.
Wow. That's wonderful.
These next ones
How much you got left in that stack there, Dan? I'm not rushing you, but okay.
These next ones I was pretty psyched to find when I was just digging through the bins, and I was like, oh, they got this. Oh, they got all of them. So I'll pick them up. I'm sure that you guys will appreciate it. It is Camelot 3000 number.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
On a bing.
Have you read those yet?
What?
Have you read those yet?
No, I've been waiting to get them.
Dan, you are in for a treat.
Number 4.
Wes, I got the trade. I'll let you borrow if you want to read it sometime.
Yeah, I do. I would love to, actually.
5. And these are all in really nice condition, too. 6.
Great
Boland covers. Boland.
Yes.
7.
Did the interiors too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Wow.
9. 10.
That's an awesome cover.
How many issues are in that run?
12.
11, which is another.
I see. It says 11 of 12. Okay.
And you got the full run, didn't you?
12.
Wow.
So all
$1 piece.
$12 total.
That's
nice.
Wonderful.
And not, which is funny because it also started off, I paid cover price. Actually, no, I paid less than cover price for some of them.
That's wonderful. Wonderful.
And I almost got it too because he had another complete set of them that was just all in there. And I was like, I almost bought that one too, just to be like, I'll have it to give someone else. I was like, no, I'll just stick with these. So next time I go down, if he still has the other 12 in there, like I might just buy those and be like, all right, well, I'll just have these here to pass on to someone who, whoever wants to read it.
That's great.
And then these 4 books I got, which were all priced at $6 each. But in total for all this stuff, I got all those books and these total, it was $50.
Wow.
It was a lot more. It should have been a lot more than that. But like I said,
the richness and story that you got is worth way more than that.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
The richness and story that you got is way more than that. Camelot 3000 alone is fantastic.
So I got this one, flipping through the boxes, and I just got it because it was a company crossover that I had not seen before. And I'm like, $6, I'll check it out. Superman and Savage Dragon.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did. I didn't know they did a crossover, but and it's in super nice condition too. So
nice.
Uncle Gary, I'm sure will appreciate this. All-Star Squadron #1.
Absolutely, great cover.
Yeah, that's nice.
That book held some weight for a little while too, value-wise.
Batman #442.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Lonely Place of Dying.
Yep. First time with him in the Robin costume with
Jason Todd or Tim Drake?
No, Tim Drake.
Drake.
Yeah, this is the storyline when they introduced him and how he discovered Batman. How he figured out who Batman was, that he was really Bruce Wayne. And this is the first issue where he puts on the suit and becomes the new Robin.
And that should be Perez art too, right?
Yeah. Wonderful. And then the last one I got to show is another Batman book, number 497.
Oh, Bane.
Nice.
Yep.
So good.
Kelly Jones cover.
Yeah.
Aparo
Jim,
interior.
you've got that first print newsstand of that, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yeah. That doesn't have the flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the direct, and the newsstand does not have the
the
half cover on it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Those are all super nice condition too.
That's awesome. Dan. Yeah, the Camelot 3000 was the cherry on top. That was great.
Yeah, I was psyched to find that. Like I said, I wasn't specifically looking for it. I was digging through the bins, and it's just like when I would get to the stuff like, okay, here's the bins with all the X-Men stuff. I'm going to do a little more careful for that because I know I'm looking for like your Excalibur stuff, or like, I'm in the Batman stuff. I'm going to be a little more careful. Going through it, looking for the stuff for Jamie. And then, but as I'm going some of the bins, I'm like, I'm not looking for anything particular in like,
right.
In because he has them all divided up. Like, here's all the Marvel boxes. Here's all the DC. Here's all the Indie, all the Image, all the Valiant. And then they're all alphabetized by that. So I'm like, all right, I'm not really looking for anything in all these, but I'll just flip through them, like in chunks real fast. I'm like, oh, Camelot 3000, and there's one, and I'm like, I just pulled them, like, oh, this is every one of them. Well,
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Dan, good job, way to go. Good back issues all around, guys. I'm super excited to see all of that stuff. Gary, you've got one back issue, and then you've got a legendary showcase for us.
All right.
He's probably got one back issue that takes everything that we've all shown, added it together, and triple the value, and that's what he got.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the case. As a book I didn't spend much on, we got a collection in, but it's a cover that I've known, and I wanted to have this cover, and it's by one of the greats,
Bernie Wrightson?
Nope.
Ooh.
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. too. Do we know who that is? Steranko, baby.
Steranko.
That's nice.
That is a Steranko cover. So no, this wasn't a incredibly expensive book. It's in decent shape. It's not great, but it's
nice.
It presents well, and it's just a fantastic cover. So
it is
awesome.
Yeah. So
very cool.
So anyway, yep, y'all. So I'm done. Back issue's done.
All right, there you go. TJ approves. Gives a big noise.
All right.
Thanks, TJ.
For the legendary one, we're going to do a legendary series by one of the comic greats, and it's going to focus on a fellow that was born in Command Bunker D. Do we know who that is?
Oh yes.
You told me, so I'm not going to answer. So
I know. So I'll.
Well, you know, I don't know.
So it's the last one on Earth. Good old Commandy.
Commandy.
Yeah.
Command Bunker D. Commandy. So that's where it came from. This is a great Jack Kirby series where it was Planet of the Apes on steroids, where it's not just the apes, it's all of the animals have gained intelligence.
Wow.
So and the humans are like animals. So this is an iconic cover, this first issue. It is just fantastic. Early 70s stuff. And what I think is one of the greatest things about these are the right above the masthead. Yes, sir, TJ. It's Kirby time, baby. This is my favorite Kirby book. Of all the stuff he's done, Commandy's my favorite. And he wrote it.
That's saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it really appealed to me. He wrote this book. He penciled it and he inked it. Let's see. He wrote it, pencil. I think he inked, and then Mike Royer helped out a little bit, did the lettering and maybe some of the inks. But the words above the masthead every time are always interesting. Beasts that act like men, men who act like beasts. See the world of Commandy, the last boy on Earth. So set you up. Second issue. All right.
Wow.
You're the rat. And it says, New York under the sea, subways run by giant rats. See it and more in the world of Commandy.
Kirby has often been imitated, but will never be duplicated, and his work is just something else.
Oh yeah,
especially when he would draw like the impossible machines.
Yeah,
yep,
so good.
Here we go, Commandy, the last one or 3. Welcome to buried Las Vegas. Once a playground for men, now a sinister hunting ground for gorillas. How about that?
The thing that grew on the moon. Dan, you and I.
Now, are you getting the David and Goliath thing here? He's got a sling.
He's got a sling, and
Yep. Absolutely. Commandy 4. Today's playground may be tomorrow's battleground. See it happen in the world of Commandy.
And this is all on the header?
Yes, right above.
Right there, up there at the top.
Wow, that's great.
So I love, and now you meet King Tufton. You know, the Prince of Tigers, Masters of Men. And if you saw one of the DC animated movies a couple years ago, it had a Commandy short in front of it. And it took, I'll get to that book that it took from, but it really.
In the Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, Commandy makes a cameo. You see him standing in the background.
Very nice. Here we go. One of you must die, then it shall be the yellowed hair animal. All right. Up top, young and alone among beasts who think and act like men. What chance does he have on the killing ground?
Wow.
So, and then here we go. Number 6, Captives of the Lion Men.
TJ says as far as Kirby goes, it's Thor for him all the way.
Does man belong in a zoo? And we're asking a question now.
Wow.
Hey, Uncle Gary, does this Commandy come in a trade?
Yes, there have been several trades for this. There's been Commandy Archives, and then there have been, after that, there were 2 hardbacks that complete the first 40 issues of Commandy, which are where Kirby stopped. The book went to issue 59. I have all 59 issues, and then stopped. But Kirby's run ended at 40, and they have been reprinted. So here we go here. You'll say it's impossible, incredible. It can never happen, but it does to Commandy, the last one on Earth. So we got a King Kong type action here.
Wow.
See the biplanes in the distance too?
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Number 8, he was trapped by animals in the center of town. And why not? It was their town. So here we go. the Lions are at Rushmore, or not at Rushmore, but
That's
at where the presidents are. Yep, they had a gala of presidents. So just very inventive. All these covers are fun. Paris had its Eiffel Tower, Rome its Colosseum, but the tracking site, the strangest city on earth, has super killers.
Ooh.
Super killers.
Right. So again, he just sets everything up so well with his prose at the top. Trapped in a city of death, the only way out is blocked by an army of ravenous bats.
Reminds me of movie posters from that time.
Yep.
I feel like the movie voice should be like giving off these titles.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the deep baritone.
Surrounded by ravenous bats, Commandy, the last boy on earth. Jack Kirby.
See the department store that sells everything, including a devil. Here we go.
Wow.
So the leopards were pirates, so which is kind of interesting. Bears were rangers. The lions were like the Roman legions. I can't remember what the lions were like. Nature had produced something totally unexpected in both the devil and Mr. Sacker. So the devil is what they call this giant grasshopper. Is the devil.
That's a great cover.
I think I actually have that cover.
Yeah,
I think I have that one.
Yeah. In that
somewhere.
So,
yeah, somewhere it is.
Yeah. A day at the races like you've never seen. Hell at Hialeah.
Wow.
So just Kirby's covers are always so dynamic, especially in that one. Among the prizes for the winner of the Sacker sweepstakes, people.
Wow. And what issue number are we on in the series right now?
14.
Wow. Amazing.
14. Here we go. A little local flavor for me, Sal, and Dan. A little DMV action. Apes in control of Washington, D.C. What will they do with the Watergate secrets?
Execute prisoners.
That's not far off from the truth.
The prisoners. Yep. How cool. And that was Dr. Canis and Tuft and his tiger. Now, the one on the back is the first issue I bought, but it's an upgrade from the one I had. I still have my original. An eerie tale of two doctors, and one of them is a gorilla. Ooh. So this was a great story. Oh,
wow.
All right, now let's go underground. The apes found a way to get rid of the gophers. They used people.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit. Lowering a person down in there. Shit. It lived and hungered and ate everything in its path. The eater.
Wow.
Look at that thing. Yeah, look at that.
That's crazy.
That is rough.
This coming from the man that could churn these books out on the daily.
Now this was great. There was something sinister abroad in Chicago, and it wasn't the mobsters. Read the hidden secret of the last gang in Chicago.
Wow.
So here we got people, mobsters. What are they? How's that in the?
How are they still
in this future? Yeah, what's going on here? So I'll give you a hint. It's a Westworld type situation.
Commandy's tied to the front of the car.
Yeah, tied to the front of the car. So once it dispatched criminals, now it killed invaders. The electric chair.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, you're leaving Chicago. Come again, come again, come again. Yeah. There was still plenty of life in old Michigan, but it was all monstrous.
Oh,
giant crab. Dolphins kept all men in tanks. One man kept all dolphins in fear. The Red Baron.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Go back to that other cover for a second. I want to point something out. Where the claws opened, the two eyes are right there. Yeah. And I think that's a really cool placement.
Perspective. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice.
You know, Kirby is just the master, and these things are so interesting. Men have killed fish before, but these men were trained by them. There we go.
Wow.
Yep. So a killer whale, an intelligent killer whale.
Die, bungling gnat, you cost me a victory.
Absolutely. It was powerful and evil, and above all, the curse was real.
Wow.
Welcome, come in and die.
That's a great cover too.
I think like if he hadn't gotten, there hadn't been that rift between him and Marvel, and he had stayed, would he have still done Commandy, and would it have been done at Marvel, and how much would it be tied in with stuff
maybe
with them?
I've got one of the archives edition, one of the collected editions of this signed by Mike Royer, and it's really cool because Royer did the lettering, and his signature is so neat on it. It's done in big blocks like his letters were on this. So now, disaster changed the land. What did it hide in the 7 deadly seas? Freak show.
Look at that.
Isn't that great?
Almighty.
Yeah, and these are all pretty decent shape. These are all right. And the shine in the Gerber bags. The Dominion of the Devil seemed like the last place on hell for hell to break loose.
Wow.
Yeah, so there he's being chased again.
By whatever issue number we're at, Commandy looks like he's had about enough.
Yeah, he's 26.
Jack,
here
how
we
much
go.
more of this can I take?
Yeah. Mother Nature had flipped. She produced a beastly replay of Gunga Din.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and the next issue is my favorite tagline of all these things above the masthead. Into the valley of death rode the 600 bulldogs, dying like men.
My God.
So cool, right? Stop the massacre. So the bulldogs were British, of course. So just now my favorite issue of Commandy of all, and this is the issue that was redone in that animated short.
It was on the Constantine animated movie.
Okay, there we go. When the great disaster had destroyed all else, his name was still alive, the legend.
Oh.
So this is a great issue. The apes realized that the mighty one is who they call the legend of Superman, and the suit was there, and you had to perform these feats like, flying through the air and feats of strength, and to get the suit. And Commandy wasn't about to let this gorilla, this ape, get the suit because he wasn't the mighty one. And so Commandy ended up winning it and wouldn't accept the suit because he said the mighty one will come for it. So
wow,
nice.
So that was neat. There was only one place the UFO could take them, the wildest place on Earth. So look, all of man's past glory in one large sand pit had been collected.
Is that Orion standing next to him?
No, that is Ben Boxer, who was one of a group of mutants. They touched the thing on their chest and they turned to metal.
Oh.
So they had been mutated by science. There we go. He was a boy alone on an island with a UFO, talking tigers, and a mutated, rampaging giant. So that's Ben Boxer that had been mutated. The only giant size in the whole lot.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And look at the Jack Kirby thing, an intimate glimpse of Jack Kirby, his life, his home, and his studio.
How about that's a fun one to read?
At Sal, for me and you, maps of the Earth AD.
Nice.
Maps, Sal, maps.
Maps, I love it.
Maps.
And the backup story is that reprint of issue number
one.
That's awesome.
Yep. So we're almost at the end of Kirby's run. That's where yep. So there now we've got a different format to it, but still Kirby.
Wow.
Oh, it lost the header then at that point.
Well, at this point, it was the first of its kind ever seen on Earth in a human body.
Oh, okay.
So it's still saying it, but it's just in a different place. Now this one doesn't have it, and this is not a Kirby. This is a Kubert.
Oh wow, very different.
I like the cover on that though.
Yeah. Now, so I'll show you now. So Kirby's still doing the interiors, but Kubert has started doing the exteriors covers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I like this next one a lot. It's a Kubert.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
The animal is ours.
Everyone is just dying to get into the hotel.
Wow.
Yeah. Little Commandy tug of war going on there.
Yeah.
Here we go. Another Kubert. Who lurks behind the crimson mask?
That's cool.
Yeah. But these were just such an inventive world. Oh, this next one's really great. Captives of the Killer Claw.
Oh, wow.
So I just think that's just such a great.
Pyra revealed.
Yep, that's the gal that was on the cover with him.
Yeah.
Let me out, you fish-faced freaks. I'm not a pet. I'm a man.
I'm a man. Get your hands off me, damn dirty ape.
Free man.
Yeah, how sad. I do believe this little animal will have to be destroyed. Yeah, but again, great Kubert. This next one I really love.
What issue number are we at here?
39. Here's 40.
Okay. Wow. And that's the last of the Kirby right there.
That's the last of the Kirby doing the interiors. So
great cover.
Let's see if you're digging the covers, I can run it out for you. Here's 41.
Nice.
Coyote Cowboys. Here we go.
Wow.
Cowboys.
There was one issue that dealt with the drug trade, and it was cats that were running catnip.
Can you imagine how much Commandi got laid?
Oh yeah,
it must have been just
a lot.
Yeah,
he had a couple girlfriends. He had a couple.
Probably had children everywhere.
Well, the people were not very few were intelligent like he was. So he had to repopulate the race.
All the better.
So, yeah. Now this was an Ernie Shaw cover, but it's kind of different. There you go. I saw what you did there. So that's an Ernie Shaw, but look at the Barracudas.
Wow.
So it's just so inventive. Like I said, this was like the Planet of the Apes on steroids, where they could make all the animals go crazy.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, and there was a department store.
Yeah.
There was a department store that was run by an animal named Sacker, and he was a snake, and that was really cool too. All right, so again, these are Ernie